Hello, hello, hello. Chill Monger in the morning, Monger, with Darius Monger. We're here, Monger. It's the afternoon woke up, Monger.
What is going on?
What's going on? I don't know. What is going on? Chat is chatting with us. We got Neri saying yerp. We've got, that's the only one actually. He's the only guy here right now. But with the team will assemble. The rest of the watchers will come through. They're going to say hey. They're going to say what's up. They're going to say hello. Mm-hmm. 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 Today's show, just regular old, you know what to expect. Just Star Wars, DC, Marvel. You know? Harry Potter. You know?
The Harry Potter stuff's exciting for me personally.
Okay.
Looks exciting. You're not into the Harry Potter stuff. Looks good to me. The series. This is going to be controversial. Maybe the series looks more Harry Potter than Harry Potter. Looks great.
I wish I could say I was interested more in this series, but kind of not. That's okay though, because I'm also really not hyped for Mandalorian and Grogu, and that's when they get you, when you're low expectations, and then they come with a nice surprise.
You talking about Mandalorian and Grogu is going to come with a nice surprise?
Yeah, both Harry Potter and Mandalorian.
Oh, I definitely believe Harry Potter will, because it'll be things not that they did that aren't that they didn't get to do from the books. So yeah, I definitely believe they will. But before we even go, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with
Anywhere.
Potter?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and pull Potter up.
Where is it? That's up here. Yes, yes. We've got that tweet there. HBO Max made such a big commitment to the Harry Potter reboot series and its financial investment we normally wouldn't make. It's just very special working on something that means that much. There's a lot of pressure, but it also very, very special. The world that has been created is absolutely extraordinary, says the head of original programming, Sarah. Why does that make you excited?
It's not that. It's the picture. It's some of the things that other things they've been sharing. Um, there was a leaked video that has since been taken down of Diagon Alley, and the just like I said, this series, from what I've seen so far, looks more Harry Potter than the 9 Harry Potter movies. And I was one that said at the very beginning of this, why are they doing this? But I get it. I get it now. I get why they're doing it. I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be great. Some of the things that were pointed out in that picture there is that the Gryffindor and Hufflepuff crest. There's a banner for Fred and George Weasley. He's already got the Nimbus 2000. There's a Quidditch. He's on his way. It looks like to a Quidditch match. And then they also put out that one of the things about this series is diving into things that we didn't get to see in the movies that they didn't have time to do. They were talking about Hermione and the glimpses into her life and things like that we didn't get to see in the movies. They were talking about, let me see. I wish I could find that video of Diagon
Her
Alley, but
Mudblood family. I remember they took 2 books before we heard the word Mudblood.
yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm ready for this. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fun. These kids now, these poor kids though, because there are people, of course. I've seen the tweets, people saying, "Any Potterhead is, why is any Potterhead watching this?" Because it's more Harry Potter. It's more Harry Potter, and it's diving into, like I said, things we haven't seen, things they didn't get to do in the books, or not they didn't get to do in the books, things from the books they didn't get to do in the movies. So yeah, I think this looks good. This is just one picture. There's a trailer dropping tomorrow. That is according to the Hollywood Reporter. So we get our first real motion look at the Wizarding World, brought to you by HBO Max.
And they can woo me or whatever. I'm still gonna watch it because it's Harry Potter. This is something that I've read and it's something that I've seen all the movies for. So I'm invested in it and I want it to do well. But the Snape thing just bugs me a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why he took the role, but hey, it is what it is. He's Snape. So, um, yeah, everything Nereus is saying. You get more elves, like you get more. You get like, for example, Creature, who is an elf, like just like Dobby, but Creature is the elf that is elf to the blacks. Um, um, there's
That
a whole thing in the books that he does as far as like the battle of at Hogwarts with Voldemort. He like leads a whole uh um army of elves into like none of that shit's in the movies. There's a lot of stuff that I've learned, just like I've learned about the world of Westeros. There's so much that's in the books that they just negate, and it's dope ass shit. So, and I never read Harry Potter. I was one when I grew up. I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter. Um, um, but once I did watch Harry Potter, loved Harry Potter, loved it. Remember those first commercials for the first Harry Potter? I think I was in second grade, and everybody in line and classes when we used to do, I don't know how it was in Canada, but when we would line up to go from our class to recess or class to wherever, everybody was doing that. What did Hermione do to Neville in the very first one to freeze him or whatever? Everybody was doing that spell to one another because that was in the commercial and the trailer. Yeah, Harry Potter's big. It's big, and I think that this is just going to add to that. Add to that. But there's going to be people that hate it. There's gonna be people. I mean, they already hate it. So
or what if this is peak? It could be
I think
great. I am
it's
saying it
going to
could
be.
be. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I'm not hyped for it the way that maybe I should be for an expensive, well-produced show about a franchise I care about. It's just my hype isn't there. It could be great. I read the books when they came out. I'm ready to see what they bring to life. I don't want Harry Potter to do well because I like the movies, but fuck J.K. Rowling. However, on the other hand, like, what if Goblet of Fire and Half Blood Prince are better? Yeah, we'll wait for 4 seasons to see that.
That is that is the point of it. To do it better, to do it, to go more in depth, to give the detail that is not there in the books, things that are rushed in the books. Half of the Prince is my favorite film. Um, and I do know things that are in that book that are not in the film that I think would have made the film so much better. And that's my favorite one. So yeah, I'm ready for stuff like that. I'm ready for things like that.
Half Blood Prince, the sixth movie, sixth season, probably season, I should say.
Yeah, likely. Because each book is going to be its own season.
What if they did an eighth season? Ooh, that would be cool. What could
An eight.
happen? Voldemort's down, and we just have like 10 episodes on a new threat. No,
Aren't there eight? There's 9 movies.
there are 7 books, but there's the seventh book has a 2 movie like part one, part two.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 8 movies. So there, you'll see they already did that. Basically, already did it in the movies when they just gave you more than they wanted to give you. Yeah, and I don't
Mm-mm.
want them to stretch out the material from the last book. I want them to just finish the season, finish it up. Harry beats the Voldemort, and then what happens after? He's older now. Does he become like the prime minister? What's he do at Hogwarts? Does he become the new Dumbledore there?
The headmaster is of Hogwarts. The prime minister is over the wizarding
The Minister of Magic.
Yeah, the Minister of Magic. Um, I don't think they're going that far. I think they're stopping at the books, but after the books. But yeah, and see, I'm not a fan of what they did with the last two. Those are my least favorites of the movies. But Harry Potter, the Wizarding World is a great world outside of. I didn't like Fantastic Beasts, and I didn't watch the. Oh, that's all Fantastic Beast, isn't it? With Dumbledore and stuff.
When he was younger, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of those.
I didn't care. Warner Brothers spent 1.2 billion to make all 8 Harry Potter films. The new TV series costs 100 million per episode, which would make it the most expensive TV show ever produced. Amazon's Rings of Power cost 58 million per episode. House of Dragon 20 million. Game of Thrones started at 6 million per episode. That's a heavy investment, to be honest with you. Game of Thrones started with $6 million episodes. Fuck.
They went on to be the greatest TV show ever made.
Yeah, HBO has planned 7 seasons, 1 for each book, 8 episodes per season. That's 56 episodes. If the per episode budget holds, total production cost lands around 5.6 billion, nearly 5 times what all 8 original films cost to make, and roughly 3/4 of what the entire franchise has earned at the box office across 25 years. 3 weeks ago, Paramount Skydance signed a deal to buy Warner Bros. At $31 per share, valuing the company at 100-something billion, including debt. Netflix was bidding to. Why is this important?
No, just the first part.
Okay.
Just the first part. How much they put into it. Yeah. A lot going into this. And like I said, if you saw the video before it got taken down of Diagon Alley, you know that the budget was massive. Shit looks beautiful.
Yeah, when you have a sure thing like Harry Potter, the budget is warranted. They don't got to prove themselves with it.
And HBO Max has delivered hits again before.
You get a glimpse at Hermione's home. Who's the girl on screen right here?
That would be Hermione.
Huh? That's Hermione?
That's the girl.
That's what I mean. Like, fuck. All right, the show could still be good.
We've known about this. We've talked about this. We talked about this months ago. What do you mean?
I'm gonna do the same thing when I watch Lanterns and I see Aaron Pierre. I'm gonna say, "Who's that? Who's he supposed to be?" They call him John. Is it like from the cartoon? That John?
Outside of the movies themselves and Emma Watson's portrayal, what picture have you ever seen of Hermione?
There's a book cover of Order of Phoenix. Maybe it's different in the States, but they have different book covers. The one that we got here, you can see Hermione.
I've never seen her, and J.K. Rowling is also the writer creator has also said that she never expressly gave Hermione a race.
No, don't do that. Don't. The book cover for Order of Phoenix.
Let's see what J.K. said.
No, not Order of Phoenix. It was the one where they're coming out of the Gringotts' vaults. She could say whatever she wants to say.
Oh yeah, she's the creator.
If the book cover depicts her as one way and you casted her one way.
J.K. Rowling has stated that she never explicitly specified Hermione Granger's race in the books. Nothing she is described only as having brown eyes, frizzy hair, and being very clever. So I don't know what book y'all had in Canada, but the creator herself, the maker, said no.
The maker was part of the casting for that first movie.
That doesn't mean that.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
She approved everything. She made all the characters look like how they were supposed to look, and they casted the correct skin tone of Hermione that she was going for. When there was a black character in Harry Potter, she made sure to specify how dark they were or talk about it specifically, and she didn't do that ever for Hermione.
I don't think she did that ever for any of them. Never once has race come up outside of the conversation that there's not outside of the most recent conversation, I guess you could say, of how you say his name, Papa, or the lack of black folks in Harry Potter, or with the most recent video game, bringing the black wizarding school into it. Yeah, I've never seen this book cover. But like I said, you can show me all the book covers you want. It's just like when people try to tell me things about Star Wars. If the maker themselves, or about Westeros, if George R. R. Martin says one thing, that's what it is. If George Lucas says one thing, that's what it is. If
So
J.K. Rowling in the world she created says one thing, that's what it is.
if J.K. Rowling says the character Hermione was intended to be a melanated,
But that's not what
visibly
she said. We're
melanated,
not going to do what ifs because that's not what she said.
you
That's
know,
not
that's
what
what,
she said.
but that's my point, that she didn't say that at all. She only says, "Well, I never said exactly if it could be or couldn't be." Well, I'm looking at the picture here. She doesn't contradict this picture here. When she contradicts this picture here and says they actually got that wrong, then I'm gonna go, okay, thank you, maker. I got you.
Yeah, I don't think that she because again, I've never seen that. So maybe it's different from region to region. I don't know what y'all got up in Canada, but that book there, I've never seen that book cover. The book covers I've typically seen with the Harry Potter books have just Harry on the front. Um, but again, I didn't read the books. So I can only go off of once again what the maker says.
Did she say Snape skin? Did she have anything in there talking about Snape's skin tone?
She hasn't mentioned anything about Snape. She has, from my understanding, has stayed out of that conversation.
Does the books ever describe the way that Professor Severus Snape looks like?
It does.
You make me want to read the book. Well, I'll just have to read the time where Hermione is introduced. Go to that page.
Well, it says here, J.K. Rowling has never officially stated that Severus Snape is a person of color, having described him in the books as pale skin, shallow skin, and greasy black hair, while fans debate the casting rumor of Papa, or however you say his name.
Pale skin. I don't think that's malleable. I think that when someone has pale skin, it is what it is. I think it's stupid. I think the movies casted who they wanted to cast the way that they wanted the characters to look, and there's nothing like she was part of the casting. She even had a rule: they got to be British when it came to the casting. She was involved, and she approved of Emma Watson as Hermione.
And this girl is British.
You're missing my entire point. My point is that she had say in who they casted, and they casted Emma Watson as Hermione Granger.
I know what you're saying, but you're missing my point. Regardless of her casting Hermione or sorry, Emma Watson as Hermione back in 1999, it doesn't equate to what she said about I never specifically gave Hermione Granger a race.
Okay,
She may have had all the say or whatever. I don't know what amount of say JK had on set when her and Peter Jackson, the rest of them were creating, bringing the books to life. But I'm sure the casting directors had a lot to say with what they were going to do. I'm sure they had a vision, and in that vision was those three. That does not again mean that J.K. Rowling said that, oh yes, Hermione is white, because she also just said in the quote I read you that she never specified that.
if the casting directors would have gotten the wrong skin tone of all these characters, she would have spoken up because she was involved in the casting. That it was approved and that it went through, and they got Emma Watson to play Hermione Granger
So what's
was
your
her.
issue with this little girl? Is that she's not pale white?
I have no problem with the actress. The person is a human being who applied
What's
for
your
a
issue with the
role.
casting, that she's not pale white?
The casting issue is that she doesn't look the way Hermione Granger looks,
How does Hermione Granger look?
like Emma Watson and like the
No,
kid
she
on the
doesn't.
cover of
Emma
this.
Watson looks like Emma Watson. Hermione Granger has no look.
There, I just showed you it here.
You showed that book, the book that you are reading up in Canada. Hermione Granger has no look because the creator told you that. I don't understand how you are arguing with the creator of the book. I don't get that.
The creator of the book says, there's not a time where I specified it. The default being white in many people's is
I don't care about your
writing.
defaults.
The default is
Chill.
white, and until
She
expressed
said what she
otherwise, I'm
said.
gonna
She
take.
said what she said. She said I
But
did
what she
not give
didn't
her a color.
she didn't say she didn't give her a color. She just said I never said that there was a color. She gave her the color when the casting happened. Just because she did not specifically say the color and the melanin levels of this character is blank. Because she never said those words, it doesn't mean that you can have a black Hermione and a white Hermione. She has a vision of what the character looks like. She does know the skin tone of the character.
But how do you know that how do you you do
Has
this
she ever done
every
something
time
in the
we get
future?
into a creator's head? How
Has
do
she ever done
you
has she ever
hold
done
on?
something in the future with Ron and Hermione and what the kid looks like?
I don't know. To my knowledge, I think just the I don't know. Did she? And again, I'm not prolific on J.K. Rowling's work. Did she do the Cursed Child? I don't know. Is that her? If that's all her stuff, then that gives you a glimpse into, I guess, what Hermione and Ron and Weasley's kid looks like. But my question is, how do you know that J.K. Rowling, when sitting at her desk writing Harry Potter, when coming up with the character of Hermione, said, "Oh, this is a white little girl, or an Indian little girl, or a Hispanic"? How do you know that?
Because I know that
You
J.K. Rowling.
don't. There's no because. You don't know
Because I
that.
know that the way J.K. Rowling wrote her black characters was very clear to actually say a character was black. I also know the genetics of the majority of people in England, especially at the time when she was writing this book, 1990s, whenever the book came out. The average, the default, the common, the unless expressed otherwise, that skin tone is going to be light.
But you just don't know that. You are not in the mind of J.K. Rowling.
I know
Just
that.
because she was where she was during the 1990s in England, you are not in that woman's mind. You have no idea. This woman is a woman that created a wizarding world with goblins, elves, werewolves, ghosts, Voldemort, Harry, all these beautiful things. You have no idea what was in that woman's mind. You have
I'm not
no
not
idea what races she chose to make these people.
Yeah, we do because she
You
said it for
don't, because
she
she
says it all the
didn't.
time. When she says there's a family with redheads and freckles, we know what she's talking about. Like, I know with there's I'm not naive enough to believe, she probably did want
It's not
Hermione to be a black
naivety. Did
character
you
here.
not let me
Hermione
read it again.
Granger
Let me read it
is
again. She never explicitly specifies Hermione Granger's
what are
race
you
in the
reading?
books. I'm reading what she said.
No,
Nothing she
but
described.
where are you reading it from and what happened and when was this and was it written? Was this a audio? Like, what's the context of what you're reading?
This is from sure. This link here is from the Guardian. Uh um and she says nothing she
In
described, only
The
having
Guardian?
brown eyes. Yeah, the Guardian.
But is she speaking to the interviewer from The Guardian? Where's The Guardian's grabbing this audio from or
Let's
quote
see.
from?
Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Rachel Dolezal is a black woman because of her NAACP picture.
Right here.
Remember that time we had Sebastian on and he said he's just drawn Niobe lighter and darker because he wanted all skin types to envision themselves in the main character?
What about it?
That's what it sounds like. That's what you think it sounds like with J.K. Rowling's quote. Sebastian, the creator, literally told you what it was, why he did it, everything. This is just, I never said what the skin was, and it didn't actually
No.
tell you. That's not saying that I want Hermione to be envisioned with darker skin and lighter skin, and it's open with. If she said something like that, then cool. She didn't, and she casted Emma Watson.
Yeah, like I said, the woman has already said what she has said about Hermione and the color and everything like that. Rather, you after she has said that, from there, what you do with it is your own made up interpretation, because she's already told you what it is. I mean, she's the creator. I'm not going to go to a mechanic who is a professional at fixing my car and then tell me, hey, you've got engine failures. And I'm going to say, hey, you sure it's not the transmission? Because I think it's the transmission. If that's the point, why did you not diagnose the car yourself? You're talking to someone who knows more about something than you do. How are you going to tell the creator that she's wrong?
I'm gonna listen to the creator when she tells me that the character Hermione Granger was black. She's got Ghanaian family members. When she says that, I'm gonna listen to her. Of course, I will.
But why even go into those details when we've had Harry Potter as long as we've had Harry Potter? What would be the point of now giving Hermione that race and background? What would be the point other than to piss people the fuck off? What would be the point? There's not one.
Oh, to
Because
establish
her
the
race
black
doesn't
character.
matter.
Eh, I don't agree with that. The race doesn't
Okay,
matter. If the care,
no. How in the hell, out of the 9 movies you've got, does Hermione's race matter to the plot in your enjoyment of
okay,
the films?
in the plot of the film, her bringing up the race is never a story point in the movie. But as far as representation, which is something I talk about all the time, and the temporary nature of a race swap here and there. Sometimes you can get Selena Kyle white, sometimes black, sometimes she's darker, sometimes she's lighter. One of her parents is black, one of his when you have
Yeah, but
all that,
Harry
which
Potter's
is
never
what
tried to be that.
that's the angle I'm taking it from, is that am I going to invest or care or believe
But Harry
in
Potter's never
a
tried
black
to be
character or
that.
not? And if I know that,
Harry Potter's never given you the illusion that, hey, it's a black party over here. We got niggas over here. We got the nigga house over here. They've never given you that illusion. They told you from the beginning, hey, this is a white cast in a white world. And if your black ass wants to watch it, you can. If you don't, don't. But there's no illusion to what we are giving you here, what we're feeding you. So if you walked in
you just said
thinking,
it.
damn, it'd be great if we had more black representation, this, yeah, it'd be great. But they told you what it was. You got 10 points for Gryffindor. There's your black representation. That's what you
Right.
got.
No, I get that. I understand that. That's now you're seeing it kind of where I'm seeing it now.
No,
They've been saying that.
I don't think we're
Let me finish
I don't
the
think we're
thought out.
seeing it on the same page here.
You said this is a white franchise, is what you call it. Harry Potter's a white franchise. And we know that because Ron, Hermione, and Harry have been white characters, and that's what we get. So I, the fan of black representation, even a little drop of melanin will make me feel happy. I'm like, which character do I invest in? Which character do I back? Which character is going to be the one that I root for? I favor. Which character is it going to be? And I'm not willing to give that to the Hermione Granger character.
Okay,
Whatever this girl's background is here, with all due respect
I
to
guess
wherever
that's
she
what I'm
is.
asking you.
Yeah.
So in the years that Harry Potter's been established, from films to book to now, from your watching it and all that, that has stifled your enjoyment of Harry Potter.
I've enjoyed Harry Potter just fine without anyone in the series being black. It's a great TV show, movie. It's going to be probably a great show. It's good books, entertainment, top notch. Loved it. On a separate conversation, when it comes to representation in the Harry Potter franchise, I'd like to root for a black character
I
like
don't under
Dean,
I
like
it's
Kingsley Shacklebolt, or like some of those guys. That's what I want. And
that's
I'm
so
not going to. When I see Hermione Granger or Professor Snape being depicted as a different color, I'm like, okay, who's this here to prove? Like, who's this here to please? I'd like what she's supposed to be Hispanic. I don't know her name or her background. I think we looked one time, and it's like it's not public knowledge. They don't want to give away the kid's parents, which is fine. That's fair. Everyone deserves privacy, but the melanin that she does have makes me go, oh, this is gonna fulfill the okay. We got someone from that background, and it doesn't further or popularize a melanated character in the Harry Potter franchise. And I always get irked by stuff like that.
okay. You said that you don't, something about not having uh they're not black, so you can't root for them or something.
That's what I said. That is not what I said at all. If someone's not black, I can't root for them. I can
What did you
enjoy it
say?
perfectly fine.
What did you say? Something about them being.
I said Hermione Granger has never been expressed as a black character ever.
Yeah,
She's a
and
white character.
yeah, and again, I just don't understand how that has any bearing on the show, the casting, or any of that. I mean, I wouldn't say that she's a white character. So
You'd say she's a character who hasn't been explicitly specified that she's her race?
I would say what J.K. Rowling would say. Exactly what you just said is what J.K. Rowling has said. Emma Watson is white.
Okay.
I'm gonna go off what the maker says.
Hello, I am not interested in Harry Potter. Someone might already have said this in the chat, but Disney posted on Twitter that Wonder Man Season 2 is coming.
And
I
brother,
saw that yesterday.
we are not interested in Wonder Man season 2.
I'm more interested in like Wonder Woman sidekick than I am of Wonder Man. I am more interested in shit. You ever seen that show Being Ian?
No,
I'm more interested in that than I am in Wonder Man.
that's true too. She was black in the play.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Harry Potter will be great. Everybody should check it out. It's not going to the casting of Hermione shouldn't change anything for anyone. That little girl, what is she? What's her name? What is that little girl's name? Her. Her name is. That Arbella Stanton.
Arbella.
And she is British.
Of course she is. The first trailer for the Harry Potter TV series will be released tomorrow, confirmed by Hollywood Reporter. So that's the last bit there. I want
Says
them
she's British.
to continue.
What's the next thing?
She's 100% British.
You're muted.
Sorry. How am I now? No? Oopsie doopsie. What did I do? I'll leave and come back.
Oh, maybe you're not muted. I can hear you now.
Yes. The first trailer for Harry Potter will be released tomorrow, confirmed by the Hollywood Reporter. I want more of these announcements that there's going to be a trailer a day before. It's a great practice. It works for Superman. It works for the Fantastic Four did it too, didn't they? I think Supergirl did it. Mandalorian Grogu did it. Keep doing this. This is awesome. Announcements and then the trailer so that we can like feel like I'm looking forward to this thing on Wednesday when we do this show. We're gonna talk about the Harry Potter world. Hermione Granger was cast as black in the 2015 play in London, and JK said she was originally supposed to be black. I think I am not naive. I don't believe it if she said that. I'll call her a liar because she casted Emma Watson. But there you go. We got Arabella this time. Moving on to Daredevil. The episode drops tonight at 6 p.m. Damn, it's tonight? Oh my God. It's already here? How many episodes?
Yeah, I had no idea that this was even dropping tonight. Can't say I'll be watching.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna be on Twitter. I'll be on Instagram. I'll see people talk about it. Maybe I might leap over to Screen Crush and watch him do the Easter eggs. Maybe, but I don't care.
Nope.
6 p.m.
I don't care.
6 p.m. Pacific time. So that would be 5 hours from now, 4 hours from now.
Yeah, this is it is what it is. The first season was not good. So not interested in this one. If it gets some attention and there's some cool, dope shit happening, I might tune in, but I highly doubt it. The only things that I have on my MCU to-do list are Brand New Day, Doomsday, Vision Quest. That's it.
The Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer is the first movie trailer of all time to cross 1 billion views. Who cares? Like, if you count the Facebook views, where as long as you scroll past it on your homepage, it counts as a view. What does this even mean that it got 1 billion views?
Saying it's the most viewed trailer of all time. I don't doubt it. Spider-Man.
What does counts as a view? Do they ever specify, like, hey, if you have from the beginning to the ending, you've given it that much time? Are they counting also in movie theaters? Like, do they play the trailer before other movies, or do they count those views too?
Well, no, they definitely wouldn't be counting those because I don't believe this is playing in theaters.
The most viewed trailer of all time already? Do they mean like in the first 24 hours? It's got 26 million views right now on YouTube. 26 million views. That's great, right? Awesome. A lot of people. Double as many as what the Steve Rogers one had when he picks up the baby in 6 days. So good. But all right, this is the one that broke the record. I know movies like Black Panther had like 40 million views.
This is March 2026. The trailers for Spider-Man Brand New Day is the most viewed movie trailer of all time within 24 hours, garnering a record-shattering 718.6 million views. It surpassed the previous record held by Deadpool and Wolverine, achieving the milestone within 8 hours of its release.
Deadpool did it, and then Spider-Man did it. Okay. Very popular superhero. He does whatever a spider can. That guy, that Peter guy. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man was never in danger.
No. But the trailer wasn't that good, though. It's not one that you got to rewatch. I couldn't believe it. Hey, let me freeze frame here. There's Tombstone, isn't it? Like, there wasn't a lot of that in the trailer, but it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they I said that trailer was all right. It wasn't mind-blowing or anything like that. It's an unfair comparison, but I keep comparing it to the No Way Home trailer. It's not a fair comparison, but it's not that.
Does Chill not realize other YouTube accounts posted the trailer too? I realize that, but the one that got the most views would be the one that's from the official channels. So I chose to recognize that one instead of the other accounts who've got maybe 1 million. If we look at all the other accounts, it's in theaters. That's got to be a compound number across platforms. I've seen that trailer nonstop on TikTok. Ooh, I'm not even thinking about TikTok. Is TikTok a place for trailers? Do they cut it differently and you get to see more vertically?
What do you mean? You can post horizontal videos or
On
vertical
TikTok?
videos on horizontal or vertical videos on TikTok.
Okay, salute to TikTok.
Yeah, no, I'm not shocked with the Spider-Man stuff. I think Spider-Man possibly, depending on how much they cook with Doomsday, has the potential to outgross Doomsday. Depends on what that first looks like with Doomsday.
Okay. Well, I know I'm more interested in watching Doomsday than I am in Spider-Man. I know that one. big summer release for Spider-Man in July, big winter Christmas era release. Is it December 18? Is that the date? Damn, we're getting pretty close to Doomsday because it's March right now, March 24. We'll go April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, it's 9 months away. We're not that close. We're 9 months away.
Yeah, we're only 3 or 4 months away from Spider-Man.
Yeah. And I reckon the trailer for Doomsday will come the week before Spider-Man just because they want to play that in the theaters. That's what I do. Wouldn't you?
They might. What is this? Is that June, July? When does this come out? July or June?
Late July. I think it's the Comic-Con weekend. I'll check. Brand new date,
If it's the
2016.
weekend of Comic-Con, then yeah, I would
Yeah.
suspect that they do drop that trailer.
July 31. Yeah, what do they got to do at Comic-Con too? They skipped last year's Comic-Con at 2025, and the year before was uninteresting because I don't remember what happened. I think the Thunderbolts got on stage and said, "Watch our movie." I think that's what they did.
I don't remember, but they have they could, if they do announce their next phase, they could do that post Secret Wars. That's the only thing they could do. I mean, what else could they say? You know, I know some people are saying, "Oh, I think they might announce a film in between." There's no film in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. I don't believe that. I used to think that maybe they might do a Battle World film, but I don't think so. I think that the cost of what a Battle World film would be. Yeah, no, I think you go straight from Doomsday to Secret Wars, and then so they really have nothing to show. We already know what's coming. Vision Quest is next. The Punisher, Vision Quest is the next show. Punisher
After
presentation is May. After Daredevil. Daredevil is tonight. Punisher presentation's in May. Spider-Man is in July. Doomsday is in December. Secret Wars is the year after. So there's really nothing they can. They don't have anything outside of post Secret Wars that they could announce.
Mm-hmm. And what's happening on the DC side? I think Clayface happens this year, which
I have no clue. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the interest that I have in the DCU has almost dissipated. I could give a flying shit what is going on in the DCU. You want to know why? Because the DCU doesn't even give a damn about what's going on in the DCU. We'll see what happens.
You were gonna dress up like Mr. Terrific.
I liked Mr. Terrific. We'll see what happens with Man of Tomorrow. We know that Jon Stewart is in it. I suspect, because it is Man of Tomorrow, that Jean is also going to be in it. Martian Manhunter. But I don't know. Like I said, when I don't care, bro. I just don't. I don't. It's not that I don't care about Man of Tomorrow. It's I don't care about I don't care about the silly, stupid shit that we're doing. One of the topics that since we're on DC, we can go to is the Jimmy Olsen show. I don't care. Like, why are we doing a Jimmy Olsen show? You would think, James, being at Marvel and being a witness to some of the stuff at Sony, you would have been able to sit back and take notes as to some of the things that have caused harm to some of these major studios. And that is doing characters and stories and like Batmite and all these other people that he keeps naming. He hasn't named Batmite in a while, but all these people that he keeps talking about, nobody cares. No, who cares? Who on it? Like in a room full of 20 people, you might find 1.5 that are interested in a Jimmy Olsen show, where and it's being described as a crime comedy. Of course, it's a comedy. I knew it was a comedy. It's James Gunn. So it's like, and the first villain that he's after or that he's reporting on is Gorilla Grodd. So I'm sure Gorilla Grodd is going to be some silly. It's going to be silly. It's going to be silly. and I'm just not interested. I'm not interested. Again, I say this every time, but when you have characters at your fingertips that you can play with, this is not a Marvel situation where when Marvel acquired or when Disney acquired the rights to Marvel, it's like, oh, we've got a handful of characters that we got to try to make people care about. You don't have that problem at DC. It's not like, oh shit, we got to go get Wonder Woman because they've got the rights over here, and the Flash is over here, and Batman's. You have every toy in your chest to play with, but you are reaching at garage sale item toys, Ollie level characters. No one, no, who cares about a Clayface movie? I don't, and some of you in the chat might have fun. I don't care about Clayface. I don't care. Like, again, if this was WandaVision days, I know that's not DC, but WandaVision days, you could have, for me, with me, you could have gotten away with a Clayface. I'd have watched it. But I am so past this using characters that stem from a main character that wouldn't even exist if that main character never even popped into the brain of the author or illustrator, the creator. Because in Clayface, what they're going to do is they're going to tell you, hey, this is happening in Gotham. This villain only exists because of Batman. This city only exists because of Batman. Although all this is happening, you're never going to see Batman, but we'll give you some type of hint in the movie that he's here, that he's around, that he's doing things in Gotham. Well, no shit. What else would he be doing? So I'm not interested in Clayface. I'm not interested in anything that is not these main characters, not the Justice League, which I thought we were really jumping into, but I guess we're not, because he even said his words. It could change. Could change. I don't know. The Ellisons might come in here and say, "Hey, James, damn all that shit. You better put some money in the account." And the only way you can do that is with the Justice League, because you're damn sure not doing that with Clayface. You're damn sure not doing that with the Jimmy Olsen. I don't know what else needs to be proven. Didn't Peacemaker season 2 do much worse than season 1?
I don't know. I never
Didn't
heard that.
watch it.
The
But I know
upcoming
that if he keeps this up with these characters, he's going to continue to lose people.
the movie budget for Clayface is 40 million. Some of those epic characters who I want to see, I don't want to see for 40 million with a 40 million budget. So that leads me to believe that he is restricted on how much money he can spend on these movies. And that's why Clayface is happening instead of whatever, Terrific, Aquaman, everyone else who we care about. I got nothing to look at and point to confirm that. There's nothing he stated or anything. But if he's doing movies and he's not using the big guys, it's probably got to do with that.
Hmm.
Supposedly Supergirl is 100 million? No way. That's pretty small.
Hmm.
That's worrisome. I thought it would be another big one. Damn, I'm getting only $100 million movie for that? For Supergirl?
That's another one I'm not interested in, though. I'm not going to see Supergirl either. I'll see it here at home.
If you had to choose one to go to, your nephew says, Uncle D, I want to see a movie, and it's either Supergirl or Mandalorian Grogu. Which one do you take him to?
Hoppers.
Between Mando and Grogu and Supergirl, which one were you more likely pay to see?
We go see Hoppers. Um, no, Battery. I don't just want to see Spider-Man 15 instead of something new. You tell me, Spider-Man 15, what's cooler? A Batman movie, a Flash movie, a Wonder Woman movie, or Jimmy Olsen reporting on shit Gorilla Grodd's doing in Gotham or wherever the fuck they are, Central City, or Clayface. Is Clayface more entertaining than the League? No, I don't want to see Spider-Man 27. I want to see the good shit. And Jimmy Olsen and the rest of these guys just ain't it. They ain't it. And as much as I know, a lot of people are like, oh, Lanterns look so dope. I fear you're going to be disappointed. I could be wrong. Very wrong. I could be very wrong. But judging off that trailer, I know a lot of y'all loved it. For me, judging off that trailer, people keep saying like, oh, y'all want to see new stuff or y'all want to see the same thing. No, brother, I am watching a galactic police force in civilian clothes on Earth walking in the desert. Do you know how boring that is? Brother, that's awful. That's awful. It's awful. Sorry, not it. If again, I will keep saying this. If this were, they're still using a lot of these studios are still using that 2018, 2019 formula. If this was that time, you would have had me. I would have said I can't fucking wait for Lanterns. Oh, he mentioned
Oa?
No. Chip. He mentioned Chip. Oh my God, I can't wait. He mentioned Chip. Shit like that used to excite me. The mention of another hero in another hero's project used to excite me. That doesn't excite me on that level any longer. Because of course they're there. So that doesn't excite me. One of them's a fucking squirrel. I'm sure somebody was like, oh yeah, Chip. And you won't see him till season 15 or year 2048. When we finally get to space with the Lanterns.
Or you could go to the comic shop and see him here. See him here. Oh, is it not showing? Damn, that sucks. That's him there. I think that's him there. Can't really tell. I don't know this franchise very well, but I saw him. I picked up the book because Morgan Hampton was writing it, and I think I'm a Morgan Hampton supporter now.
I'm just hating on DC. So Battery, I think when I started, I don't know. I think you were subscribed to Chill before you were subscribed to me. My day
Why
one,
is he one of my followers? No, he's your follower. Get him.
Because my day ones can tell you. I've always said I Marvel DC way more than Marvel. That's why I want DC to succeed, but they're not. They're not. I think DC, that golden age of superheroes, those gods, so much better than Marvel. So much better than Marvel. What? When people talk, when we had the debate back when I had my other co-host Trey and everybody, we had a huge debate on DC versus Marvel. No. I'm a DC person first, buddy. But DC ain't doing it. They're not doing it.
James Gunn's given plenty of material to quote to hate on, or as I like to call it, criticize. James Gunn has talked a lot. The budgets are worthy of criticism. The landscape is worthy of criticism. The no green and Green Lantern, the no super, everything he's saying is not a reach. If it was something that I disagree with, I would have said something and spoken up. But nah, like this is all fair. This is
it's very fair
for on YouTube.
It is very fair. James Gunn 5 years ago told us projects we were going to get that we've never seen. No one's talking about them. So it's not that I'm hating on DC. I hate the direction that DC is currently going because we were promised something completely different. I think he even started it with DC's been fractured or whatever. However he started his spill from that closet with that green screen. And it's still fractured. 6 years later, we're still in that same fractured place. Ain't shit been fixed. We got a Superman movie. That's it. We got in the 6 years this man has taken over, we got a Superman movie. What was that? What was that cartoon that Batman showed up in? And that was Creature Commandos. That's the only episode people talked about. And let me preference this. They didn't talk about that episode. They talked about that 15 seconds that showed Batman. No one talked about Creature Commandos. We got that one. No one gave a fuck. Superman, I like Superman. Peacemaker season 2, I think from if I'm remembering correctly, did significantly worse than season 1. What else? Am I missing something? We're about to get Lanterns. Brave and the Bold is nowhere in sight. Wonder Woman is still somewhere on Themyscira waiting to be talked to by James. Viola's knocking on Marvel's door asking for a job. So you tell me, what is James Gunn giving us at DC?
He's giving us promises. Superman Legacy. It happened, but it wasn't that title. The Authority hasn't happened yet. What's down below? Creature Commandos happened. Waller didn't happen. Booster Gold didn't happen.
But hold on, there's something on the Authority. I don't believe the Authority is happening. Let me see what they said. The Authority project, because I don't believe that is happening. And Battery, I implore you then, since you just said now it's all negative, DC has no W's on its board other than Superman. Come on now. Okay, so tell me, what W's, Battery? What W's?
Peacemaker was great. And, well, how many L's did they have? That's a better question, because Superman was the biggest swing and it hit. I thought it did great. And
I thought Superman was great. I love Superman. I thought it was a really good movie.
So Creature Commandos I didn't watch, so I can't judge that one.
So is it just those 3?
Yeah, so far.
Okay, so again, what W's are we talking about? Did I miss it? You can't. I'm not. No, Kevin Davis. No, Roger, go home. I'm not giving the Penguin to the DCU. That's not his project. That is Matt Reeves. That's Matt Reeves' universe. The Batman is not James Gunn. So yeah, okay. So then let's you want to shell out some W's? I'll give those W's. Let's give the W to Matt Reeves for Matt Bad, because it was great. I didn't watch Penguin, but I heard nothing but good things about it. Let's give Matt Reeves a W for Penguin. What W's has James Gunn given you outside of Superman? That's what I'm asking. No vowels. Nothing?
I said DC. It's all DC.
It's not all DC. It's not all DC. If it was all DC, we'd have our Batman and Robert Pattinson. We still don't have a Batman in DCU. It's not all DC.
It's not all DC.
It's all DC. It's not all DCU. Matt Reeves is Elseworld. They don't play in the same sandbox. So I stand on my argument that James Gunn has given you zilch, zero, nada, for you to truly. Now, if you do, that's your own prerogative. But for me to truly believe that, yes, we got some great shit coming with DC, I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
To be fair, it's hard to keep promises when your employer continues to get passed around from corporation to corporation. Also, W's, Peacemaker, Creature Commando, Superman. Well, then that's 3 out of 3.
That's also very opinionated. Who talked about Creature Commandos? Again, outside, I know we like to forget things in this world, in this space that we're in. We have short-term memory on things, especially some of our favorite things. But let's go back to Creature Commandos. When Creature Commandos was airing, what conversation stemmed around Creature Commandos outside of the 15 seconds that Batman showed up?
That doesn't mean anything, though.
How does that not mean anything?
Is it good or is it bad?
No, chill. Oh my God, we do this dance. Y'all are so weird, and I'm including chill in that because of what you just said. Y'all do this dance all the time. Sometimes we measure shows and movies off the success of what people are saying. Other times we measure it off of this. So which is it? No one talked about Creature Commandos. No one talked about it.
Okay, in the conversation of quality of the show, if Mike is saying it's good, and I believe him, it's a good show then that's all that I'm trying to say. The quality of what James Gunn has been producing has been good, and nothing has come out that has been garbage. Maybe that'll change with Lanterns and Supergirl, and we'll have 3 goods and 2 bads. But right now, quality-wise, James Gunn hasn't let me down in the two things I've watched: Peacemaker or Superman.
We don't do this with in the Game of Thrones universe, or universes that produce hit after hit after hit. I'm not saying that House of Dragon is a major hit, but it's a hit. It's being talked about. People are anticipating it. I'm not saying how Knights of Seven Kingdoms was a major hit, but people loved it. People watched it. It garnered conversation after each episode. So yeah, sure, Mike can say Creature Commandos was good, but that's for him specific. I'm talking about overall, in the overall conversation of things, in what we do here on the internet. Was Creature Commandos ever a topic of conversation on our show?
Not because I didn't watch it.
Why didn't you watch it, Chill?
Characters I didn't care about.
Okay.
It was animated. Usually that doesn't mean it's significant. And nothing has happened yet in DC, in the DC universe, to make me go back and say, "Oh, I missed. I got to catch up."
And why? And did you watch? You watched Peacemaker season 2 because you watched season 1.
Yeah, I didn't watch season 1 actually. I only cared about it because it became canon.
Because it became canon. I think that's what James Gunn was banking on a lot of people, but I don't believe it. I could be wrong. If I'm remembering correctly from that time, I don't believe that nudge into canon did the series any major favors. I still don't think people watched Peacemaker, if I'm remembering correctly. So it goes back to the 1W in Superman. If you
so you're not speaking of quality, then when you're calling it a W, you're talking about, was it spoken about? Did it reach?
I said I wasn't talking about quality. When I measure success, I'm measuring it not just based off if it's not just based off its box office, if it's something that goes to theaters, or I'm measuring its success off of what the general public, the court of public opinion, what are people saying? What are people talking about this? Are people not talking about this? Is this a trending topic on Twitter? What's going on?
Trend though.
Yeah, I think in trend. I don't know how you don't. I don't know how you don't look online and look at the popularity of a conversation.
Well, what's the metric though? It feels, or going off feels, or is there a certain thing that needs to happen? Do you like go to a specific place? Like you know how we had the BET had the top 10, and then you would go, oh, that's the number 1 song. That's great. Like you could measure. How do you measure this?
How do you measure what? Like Creature Commandos?
Yeah, like, okay, it wasn't a W. Like, what is it? What did it need to do to become the W that you want it to be?
Okay.
I don't want to hear it because people are talking about it. I mean, like, what exactly?
That's what it is. That for me, that's what it is. I'm gonna say, I say this every time. WandaVision. We were waking up at 2 a.m. to watch WandaVision. You think if they dropped Creature Commandos at 2 a.m., people were waking up or setting their clocks? Ooh, Creature Commandos episode 2. You think people would have done that? Do you think people would have done that?
I think people would have done that for Game of Thrones. I think there's lots of popular shows that people would have done that for.
Creature Commandos.
Yeah, that it's not Creature Commandos, and Creature Commandos was not wake up at 3 a.m. So if a show is something that people would have woken up at 3 a.m. for, then it's a big W. It gets a W, but it gets an L if it doesn't. All right.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, why are we playing dumb, bro? Okay, so let me use this example again. I'll use it one more time. WandaVision.
Who are you responding to?
This is to Mike. He said, because by my version of metric, he had people in his store talking about it weekly. So that make it popular? It doesn't. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm going off of what is being said. I'm not from the foot traffic that comes through your store daily. I'm talking about the traffic of the online community, the millions of people online. That's what I'm talking about. Unless your store has millions of people coming through that front door, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the millions of people online having a conversation. So after WandaVision, even after Loki, there was online discussions, threads of theories, threads of what ifs, threads of people talking about, oh my God, this could happen or that could happen. This character's happening or this character might show up. The whole Mephisto every episode, wondering was Mephisto going to. There was so much intrigue around Wanda. I don't even know why I'm having to explain it this hard, because why we're playing dumb, as if we don't remember WandaVision, as if we don't remember that time. I know it's been some time, and I know we've been burned by several shows and things since then, but don't forget let's not forget how when things are popular, people are talking about them. Like that's just a measure of success. When something's popular, it is discussed. Come on. Like, what are we talking about? When something is popular, it's discussed. When it's not popular, no one gives a damn.
I'm more so looking for a standard, looking for like a website I can go to. Like earlier when we were talking about views in Spider-Man Brand New Day, I went to the YouTube site. I saw there's 26 million views, and I can go, okay, that's how many million views there are. I can now measure that against the Doomsday teaser stuff, and that was in the like maybe 19 million views last I checked. And so like that makes me weigh them differently, and I go, the Spider-Man trailer did better. So for WandaVision, comparing it to what's the Creature Commandos, I want to be able to go to a website which can show me, well, this is how many Twitter threads that there were, and this is how many theories that there were, but it doesn't exist. So I wish there was a website for it. Like, when you go to a Box Office Mojo, you can see how much money each movie made. We go, this one was bigger, that one was bigger. That's what I'm looking for here, so that I could ever, if I ever needed to, oh, was the show big? Was the show not big? What do we look at? Where's the viewership? Where's that button that I can hit just to go and gauge the difference between shows? Not just for these two shows, WandaVision and Creature Commandos, or Game of Thrones, or any of them. Not just for these, but literally every show in the future. We can go, okay, well, we can tell this was a performance because this many people saw the Penguin versus Peacemaker versus blah blah blah.
Talking about Darius wants Twitter fingers to measure success. Hey, if y'all want to sit here and play dumb, y'all can do that. If y'all want to sit here and pretend that the conference, when something's being talked about, that makes it popular, and you want to pretend that I guess Creature Commandos was this massive success. If you're going based off of quality alone, good for you. I didn't watch it, so I can't speak to its quality. I can only speak to its popularity. And I can speak that no one outside of the picture of Batman talked about the only way I even knew Creature Commandos was even airing at the time was because the picture of Batman. Because the minute that he showed up, everyone started talking about it online. No one gave a shit about Creature. And what episode was that? How deep into the show were they before people actually started talking about anything from the show? Let me see what episode that was.
Thought it was the last one.
If it was the last episode, then I rest my fucking case. I'm done. If it was the last episode, then I rest my case. Why did it take you 8 to 10 episodes for everyone to start talking about your shit when Batman showed up at the very end? For 15 seconds. Didn't say a word, just stood there with his hands on his hips. Great, Arthur. That's your opinion, brother. That's not fact. No one watched it. Why? Can we pull up what did it chart on Nielsen?
I saw that from whoever wrote the comment, and I'm on Nielsen right now trying to see it. Let me show you. I'm trying to pull it up and see Nielsen ratings, but I don't know how to use this website to go back in time to see how something performed. I can look at the top 10 right now and tell you that the top 10 streaming shows are The Night Agent on Netflix, and Grey's Anatomy is down there, top 10. Love is Blind doing its thing. People are watching Cross also.
I didn't say it was bad that you like it. That's great that you like it. It has no bearing on whether I like it or love it or not. But you're now changing the argument. I'm not about to argue with you on what you like and dislike. I don't give a shit what you like or dislike. That's fine. I'm glad you loved it. It was made for someone. We're not going to change the argument from liking to what I like and what I dislike, or to what I like and what I dislike from the popular, or how it was popular and how it wasn't. Like, you can like it, that's fine, but that doesn't make it popular. Yeah, like this person who said, 740 said, I don't think it charted. It didn't. I don't believe so. I mean, why would it? Who talked about it? Who watched it?
I remember seeing Peacemaker on one of the Nielsen charts at the bottom.
I can believe Peacemaker might have hit Nielsen before I can believe Creature Commandos did.
I just don't check Nielsen all the time, and since they don't have it, like the forever data, what do you call it? The archives. I mean, since they don't have archives, or I don't know how to access them. I wish I could. I wish, like, you know how simple it would be for Darius to say what he said, and then we can go, okay, let's see Nielsen. Well, look, this is how many views Creature Commandos got versus Ianu versus every other animated show, and then we can go, oh, so it was a hit for an animation, or it wasn't, or Family Guy still gets viewed more, or we can say whatever we want. But without the data, it is hard to quantify what you're saying. But what you're saying is still true, that the talk and the chatter wasn't there.
And to preference it to back to my very first point, because my very first point never was about Creature Commandos, the project. It was about the W's that DCU has delivered in the 6 years of it being established.
3 years.
3 years of it being established. How long ago was his was the closet thing that you just showed?
January 2023.
So yeah, no. I in those years that he's given that the projects and things that we were supposed to be getting, nothing about Batman, nothing about Flash. He said don't expect Flash. What did he say? 3 to 4 years. Yeah, so for what my overall point was, if we're going to continue to do Jimmy Olsen's for the next 3 to 4 years,
One
but
day,
if that's your cup of tea, if you like Jimmy Olsen's and you like those type of spin-offs, and if that's your cup of tea, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about what Marvel Studios is doing. Because if you like obscure characters and you like going on adventures that don't have anything to do with the main heroes that we're all here for, then you continue to ride that Marvel wave as well. Ride that wave as hard as you're riding that DC wave. Don't go at Marvel. Don't call him Kevin Feige. None of that stuff. Marvel is doing the exact same thing then at that point that DC is doing. We're giving you characters that nobody really cares about, but we're going to give them to you anyway, and we're going to give them a whole show. Ride that wave too.
yeah. Let's do the super chat.
Doing all these shows, I've been on the road, I don't care where I go, long as I get paid. Bad little vibe, she been on my mind.
From Battery, $2. So get to it. You want Gun gone? What are you saying? Ooh.
That's why this is why I said you must be new when it comes to me. Big James Gunn fan. I don't know how many times I've defended Gunn, how many times now the things that I say about James Gunn, I think he's too involved. I think that he talks way too fucking much online. I think he gives way too much away. I've criticized him in those things. I think that he puts too much comedy sometimes in some of his projects, but that's the person that James Gunn is. So I don't criticize him on that too hard. I don't want James Gunn gone. I think James Gunn I think he's doing somewhat so far okay job. Had you asked me after Superman, again, don't know if you were here, but had you asked me after Superman, I would have said, you would have heard me say, I think James Gunn is doing a fantastic job. I adore Superman. That hasn't changed. I still adore Superman. I thought that movie was great. But just because I criticize something in someone doesn't then mean I want that person gone. We got to get out of our feelings and stop thinking just because Darius said something mean and didn't bow at the knees of James Gunn, that I automatically then want James Gunn gone. I want James Gunn to do better. Does that answer your question?
That's you want Kevin Feige to be gone?
I don't hate Kevin Feige like the rest of you hate Kevin Feige.
Okay. Do you not hate him but want him to be gone?
No, I don't want him gone. Not yet. Not right now.
Ooh, when?
Maybe after the Mutant Saga, but I would like him to helm that
Why?
because he started with the X-Men. He understands the X-Men. He was the one. I mean, do I have to go through Kevin Feige's tenure? He was the one that slid Hugh Jackman the comic books when a singer banned him from set. He was the one having the conversations and things.
And now he became the Sith Lord banning comics from set. Or at least from what Nate Moore said, it's a red flag when we know you read comics.
Yeah. That's what I like Kevin Feige. He's done some things that I don't like. His involvement in the not recasting of T'Challa and some other things, but at the end of the day, is he doing a better job than Gunn? Oh yeah, I mean, but also Gunn hasn't been in the position as long as Feige.
Is Feige the best president or like owner operator of an IP that you like? You like him more than you like Brian and Mike from Avatar?
Yeah, I would have to say so. Brian and Mike have only given me Aang.
Okay, how about Filoni? Is it too early? He just got the job.
No, I don't. I don't like him more than Filoni. I don't need Filoni to be president to know what Filoni has done for Lucasfilm.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I got of all these heads, I got Filoni at the top. I got James Gunn ahead of Kevin Feige. Yeah, I'm good with Feige. Like I'm good with Feige, and I've given him excuses and everything, and he does have valid excuses like lockdowns, like actor strikes, like create more content on our Disney Plus. Okay, fine, I got to make new things. Yeah, he's been stretched thin, so he gets excuses. Not this year though. This year, Spider-Man's got a hit and Doomsday's got a hit, but I think they will actually. I think they'll actually do really well. So there it is. Congratulations, Kevin Feige. Let's do a super chat.
Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band about that money.
Give a letter grade for Feige and Gunn since January of 2025. You first. I'm thinking about it too. 2025, right? So Wakanda Forever doesn't count. It's 25.
I don't know. When did all those movies come out in 25? As far as Thunderbolts, Brave New World, and
Fantastic Four.
Was that all 25?
Yeah.
Those movies all suck. So Thunderbolts is better than the rest of those.
They also
and what we get? What did we get? And they skipped Comic-Con.
Yeah. So
What did we get from DC? Just Superman
and Peacemaker.
That didn't help it. That didn't help my grade. All right, then if I give Gunn,
It's kind of hard too because they filmed these the year before, so it's weird.
I give Gunn a C plus B minus. I give Feige a C minus D plus.
Okay. And I'll go James Gunn gets A minus because I love Superman and Peacemaker. He's just a liar so often. And he didn't do a big presentation at Comic-Con either, right? He did the trailer thing for Supergirl the day before he made the announcement, so you got to give him points there. So yeah, that's James Gunn. But Kevin Feige, you know, I have terrible feelings for Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four and Brave New World. So this guy gets a and I'm Wonder Man also, and Daredevil, Born Again, which was like
Oh yeah, the shows.
interesting.
The
I think
shows.
Kevin Feige
Well,
gets
then,
an
to
F.
be honest, I was going to be honest. To be honest, it might be an F. Then I forget about those shows because they were so shit. Yeah, it'd be an F then for Marvel for 2025. Thunderbolts is to me the best project they delivered in 2025. Fantastic Four, my initial watch, I came
good.
out, wanting it was, for certain things for Fantastic Four, I thought it was really good.
I'll give you that.
What for Fantastic Four?
Yeah, the quality of the film, can't really be mad at it. They had superheroes, they had the space scene, they had all that good stuff.
I can only give them that space scene though. I can only give them the space scene and when she shows up to warn them in Times Square. That's the only two things I can give them because the rest of that film, and I've rewatched it, it's boring, it's slow.
Remember when she said he's trying to kill your nephew? Kill
I
her.
like that part. That's I include that in the space scene. I like that part. The entire deal with Galactus when they're setting Franklin up and he's coming like that just felt so anticlimactic. Like I don't know. I didn't like it. So,
but how do you still see Thunderbolts as good?
I thought Thunderbolts was good. I thought Thunderbolts was not. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like the ending. I think Marvel has a terrible job, a hard time finishing films with their third acts. But the stuff with the Void was awful. But everything leading up to it, I thought they did a better job at making you like Wyatt Russell's character, U.S. Agent. I liked him a hell of a lot more. I thought he was one of the best things about the movie. The group as a whole, I thought it was funny. I thought they were a good group until you get to the Sentry stuff. Even Bob, before he became working with Val and all that kind of stuff. I thought the dynamic, but they had their post-credit scene. I love their post-credit scene. That was funny. I liked it. I don't expect the Thunderbolts to come in and save the world. I'm not expecting that from a Thunderbolts film. I need the comedy level that they gave, the action level that they gave was fine. I mean, this is a group of powerless individuals. I'm not expecting them to come in and circle up at Times Square like the Avengers.
Well, then why did the movie cost so much to make? That's the question. Like, this is a high budget movie, and then we got what we got.
I don't know. But I like Thunderbolts.
Horrible. I liked Brave New World. Now we're all over the place. Opinions are just rampant. Ironheart was great. I don't know about that.
I thought that's another one I thought was terrible. Also, was Brave New World, Captain America 4. My.
Would have been better if we didn't have confirmation of Red Hulk appearing.
Then I don't know if you even get the asses that you got.
Yeah.
To come see it. I say this all the time. We forget every time we talk about Thunderbolts Brave New World, that was the one that had the theater that collapsed in an empty theater. So no one was there. Luckily, no one was hurt because no one was there to watch the movie.
Did the whole ceiling collapse or just a part? And thankfully, there was 5 seats that just.
I'll show you the pictures. The ceiling collapsed, brother.
Pull up the picture. We got time. I want to see the ceiling collapse. And damn, no one was hurt, thankfully, because it was Brave New World.
Hold on, I'm showing it right now.
Reporting live from the scene at the cinema. Here in Auditorium 3, Brave New World was showing. Thankfully, Anthony Mackie doesn't have that much star power, and no one was this fake. And it was in the center, too, right in the middle where most of you guys like to sit.
Where is this? It's not. Oh, hold on. Let me put it on this screen. Hold on.
Wolverine said that Red Hulk was awesome. I think knowing Red Hulk was coming, seeing majority of his appearances in the theater, in the trailer before I saw it in the theater. Let me get rid of that. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so luckily no one was there.
Yeah.
Because no one went to watch this movie.
Holy!
I told you it was. I told you it was bad.
And the movie was screening when this happened.
It's playing right now. It's playing
Oh.
as they're recording.
So like the few people who were there, they were sitting in a seat, like maybe in a back.
No, chill. No one was in that theater because no one bought a ticket.
Oh,
So luckily, no one was hurt.
well, what's the date? When was the movie came out on February 10, right? Something like that. What was the date? Was it the second week, third week?
No, I thought wasn't it like February 14th. I don't know what date this was. Wasn't it like February 14th that
Yeah.
wasn't it like Valentine's Day or something that the movie came out?
Yeah, that actually sounds right. Brave New World 2025 released February 14.
Yeah, and this happened
Please
February
save us spoilers.
27th. February 27th. So
Damn.
yeah, no one Brave New World, man, for me, man, I wanted to like Brave New World. I still saw it. I saw it that Thursday. It was still the one I saw that Thursday. It just was not. It wasn't good. It just was not good. Even the stuff with Red Hulk, I didn't like, and I had said to the people I went and watched the movie with when we were watching it, I said, I guarantee you the only way he's going to be able to bring Hulk down is if he talks him down. Because I mean, what is Captain Falcon going to do to Red Hulk?
I know you're angry, but I served just like you did, and remember these core principles. Yeah, he talked him down.
Yeah, he talked him down. He took him to some flowers and said, remember, you used to give Betty these. And that is what brought Red Hulk down. That fight was just bad. The original plans, now if they would have done what they originally planned instead of cutting this movie 17 different ways, might have been a better movie. Actually, I know it would have been a better movie. The concept art for the Serpent Society, those costumes were dope. That was dope. It's like they looked at that and said, why don't we do Serpent Society, but with jeans and like leather jackets? Huh? That'd be better. And gave you Giancarlo Esposito in sunglasses, jeans, and a pilot jacket. And a gun. A Sidewinder.
Yeah. Let's go to another super.
Fast forward me 2023. I'm stacking lots of cheese and making money. My grass is really green.
I'm Two Fly Cam. Gunn has been heavily handicapped by the mess left before him. What? I'm giving him grace and I'm excited for what's next. Feige gives me big bad vibes lately. But what happened before him handicapped him? If you mean what I'm saying, because Cam, this is my opinion, that David Zaslav is saying we're not doing big budget films, or you're not going to get like 4 of them in a row. We're going to wait to see how these ones perform, and then we'll build to the big budget films. If that's what you mean, like the restrictions on that budget restriction he has, fine, I'm with you. But in no way does the creative flaws of Flash affected his Superman movie, or the low box office from Birds of Prey is going to affect Supergirl. What do you got to say? Gunn has been heavily handicapped by the mess left before him. I'm giving him grace. I'm excited for what's next. Feige gives me big bad vibes lately.
I don't think that the prior regime to DC has handicapped Gunn, because he got to walk in with a fresh new slate. You walked in with a fresh new slate. You walked in with new actors. Now it would have been different if he was picking up where Snyder left off and was trying to fix all of that. But you cut all that. You said to Snyder and Henry Cavill and all those actors, bye-bye. Thanks for coming. I appreciate your service. Maybe in a future crisis event, we could maybe have you guys come back.
Yeah.
But no, it's so I don't think so. You got a fresh new slate, you got new actors, you got new stories, you got to do it your way, you got new directors, you got new writers. You even told us nothing is going into production until I like the script. You get it your way. So I don't think he's been handicapped at all.
But why hasn't Feige given you big bad vibes lately? Because he has for me.
Oh, I didn't say he didn't give me big bad vibes. I like I said, I don't think I don't dislike Feige as much as the next person, but I like I said, I gave him an F for this this phase.
Since 2025. Kevin Feige. Thank you for the super. Then he says the Snyder mess, people had a bad taste of DC in their mouth and bad will. Okay. People would go, oh, this is a DC movie, not a Marvel movie. We can skip it. Even with a new guy who was a Marvel guy. That still hurt it? Okay. Yeah. Very hard to guess, though. How many millions of dollars did that cost Superman because of the last few years? I'd be on your side if you're just saying like, that's probably worldwide. Probably could have got an extra $20 million. I'd say, yeah, you're right. But if you want to say it costed them $200 million, I disagree with how much of the former bad taste in your mouth. How much did it cost them? I would say. But thank you for the super and the insight. People still crying about Cavill. Casuals have no clue about different regimes. They just see DC.
It's not true. The James Gunn taking over DC was a pretty big deal. It stemmed way outside of our regular sphere of people.
Yeah, James Gunn is a little bigger of a director. He does have a little bit more. Like he showed up in the commercial with Shaq. I've seen him on the Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel, one of them. I've seen him there. So yeah, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't what Dave Filoni's doing, right? That's not getting publicity. It wasn't that regime change, but it still. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know how highly you think of it, Darius. I think you may be wrong here, or you're judging it too highly. You're judging it too highly. You're pedestaling it too high. I think the handicap is a public opinion. The series of underperformers before the DCEU folded, it did damage to the DC brand that it may take a while to reverse. Good titles may get slept on for a while. Did the Penguins show get slept on, though? That's a DC, and that came after the DCEU.
Arthur, some of your takes, I wonder like what your algorithm looks like or who you're hanging around. What do you mean no one knows who James Gunn is?
Bad taste of D in your mouth? What does he mean by that?
It's Cornelius.
It's a corny joke. You forgot. You got Snyder Bros posting. Yeah, Snyder Bros are not that powerful. Posting how to sabotage Guns' flicks with various ways. Oh, yeah, they said you go to the website to order the ticket, and for 5 minutes, it's going to reserve that ticket. Good. Now no one else can buy the ticket.
Yeah, I saw that stuff.
There just wasn't enough people. But these are things that did hurt a little bit. You know, even what Stamina said about the underperformers and stuff from the DCEU, it did hurt.
I agree.
The Batman or Penguin or some of those shows a little bit.
I agree. Sure. I think it okay. Well, I guess we all run. Hey, man, it's like I said, the internet is a wild thing. We all run in different circles and have different people we all know. That's the beauty of relationships and things like that. Because I have friends that are not nerds, that are not into this stuff, they're into it, but they're not into it like we're all into it. Like they know who Superman is, they know who. Like I had somebody tell me before, one of my friends who likes Marvel, who likes Superman or likes Marvel, likes DC, likes all these sci-fi things, but not into it like that, told me before Fantastic Four, what do you call Mr. Fantastic? Mr. Stretch or Mr. something. It wasn't Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Plastic or something, whatever he called him. I forgot what he called him. But he likes these things, but he doesn't know. And he knows who James Gunn is. So I have other friends also in the same boat of him not caring about these spaces like that know who James Gunn. So like I said, it's a Marvel. It's interesting. I guess maybe you guys as friends that aren't nerds don't know who James Gunn is. I don't feel like you have to be a nerd to know who James Gunn is. James Gunn's done things like Dawn of the Dead. He's done things like the Scooby-Doo movie. He's done, I think he even did Slither. I mean, James Gunn is a known director outside of Marvel.
But is he James Cameron? But is
of course
he George
not.
Lucas?
Of course not. Of course not. But he's not no one.
He's not no one. And I think we both agree he's in the middle, but where in the middle is where we differ. Is Ryan Coogler a bigger celebrity as a director celebrity than James Gunn would be? I think so.
Wait, you said what?
Ryan Coogler or James Gunn? Who's more known to the casual people?
I don't know. Maybe Coogler.
How about Zack Snyder or James Gunn?
Snyder.
I'll just save the time. Can you name 20 directors more known than James Gunn?
I'm sure I could.
Could you name 100 more known than James Gunn?
I don't know. Probably not.
Lauren said yes, and then he said yes, no. Were you answering my question of Ryan Coogler? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I got Ryan Coogler too. Did y'all talk about Punisher One Last Kill? Is that the name of the new show, One Last Kill? Let's get back on track. We were covering news items. Remember that when we were doing that a little while ago? I'm on Marvel's MCU. No, wrong bookmark. I'm on the MCU. Phase 6. No. It'll be here under Marvel Television. I don't see it. Television specials. The Punisher, One Last Kill. Release date May 12th. Now let's talk about it. It's in post-production. Frank Castle tries to live a life without the need for revenge, only to be drawn into an unexpected conflict. Cool. It stars Frank Castle Punisher and Curtis Hoyle, a close friend of Castle, former Navy. Sorry?
There were some videos, old videos, but some behind the scenes stuff that they were doing for the, what's it called?
For the Punisher special?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called One Last Kill.
Majestic, the one of the leakers has been suspended. That's not on topic. Sorry. I was just going to his page because he was the one that shared the Punisher things. I was about to pull up those videos, but I cannot any longer because he has been suspended since I shared them in the. Why did he get sniped? What did he share that was too real?
See,
yeah, they're not there no more.
All you guys, if you're unless you're my toast, what was it called? Toast. Can we get some toast? He got sniped also. Unless you're one of those guys, if you're still active, Daniel RPK, you're with the machine, bro. I want more Majestics out here, guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I have to change my name on Twitter, but it's me. I'm the real one. I'm back. I want those people giving me scoops.
You are dead right on that. Daniel RPK. I'm trying to find those videos. Sorry, because I can't look on Majestics anymore. Though unless you are if you're one of those people that are still putting out stuff that is, on the nail on the head, very close to what they're doing, if not exactly what they're doing, it's because you're on the paycheck. You're on the payroll rather.
Yeah, unless you got account suspended, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Can we get some toast? They hurt that man so bad. Like I said, he sports bets now. They told him, you better not tweet shit about Marvel ever again. He pivoted and he does nothing but sports bets now.
Sports bets. You can't even bet on marbles. Its town's too close.
Yeah, they hurt him bad. So I don't know what happened to Majestic, but he had those videos and I can't find them now. There's a bunch of videos of John Bernthal in the streets of New York. Looks like fighting a bunch of different guys. It was pretty cool. Just a behind the scenes look.
From a business sense, I think I very sympathize with Marvel or DC or whoever it is who snipes these accounts. So much of your resources that you put in like is on the release and how these things are first seen. So I do respect them. As even though it sounded like I was taking the side of the leaker, that's just me being a fan or me, being the curious guy. I want to be able to see these things early. It's totally valid to be sniping these guys. Would you say so?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, if you're releasing something that is, and I'm Marvel, and I'm like, holy fuck, that is literally what's in the movie. Yeah, we got to get you out. I found it. I sent it in the group chat.
Wait, what happens if I play it?
It's not from Majestic.
Okay.
And it's a behind the scenes. Like this was public. Like this was recorded from somebody's phone on the streets.
Start from the beginning. Minute 20.
Suit's badass. He looks great.
Where's the cameraman?
Like the main camera?
Yeah. Yeah, where's the main camera? Because he's just walking this whole time and I don't see anyone holding a camera,
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if I look at the shadow, maybe it's far away. They're just zooming in to get all the action. Anyways. Whoa.
Damn, was that a stunt person? Oh my god, what a stunt.
What the hell did I just watch? There's no cushion.
There is
down
not.
there.
I don't know. What
Maybe it's
are
a
we watching?
dummy. It could be a dummy. Yeah, it could be a.
Yeah, the way the arms and things were going, that doesn't look like a real person.
Why did it like? Or maybe the wind. Maybe the wind like rotated it back the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, so as the caption up there says, he says he's finally getting to play the Punisher he's always wanted to play, so the presentation should be pretty good. And it's before Spider-Man. I thought they said it didn't have anything to do with Spider-Man, but
no, they can't say that. I saw Peter say, "Hey, Frank." Right? It's called his one last kill. Maybe he's done killing and then he could be Spider-Man's friend now. Yeah, I don't kill anymore. Oh, you're on the up and up. Let's talk about it. It'll be related somehow. Somehow related. I'm not telling you there's going to be high quality interconnectivity. I don't expect that for Marvel.
Disney canceled their deal with Sora. OpenAI.
Nice. Or they'll sign with someone else more evil. I don't know.
You know, uh, on the Harry Potter thing,
James
Lithlow,
Black about his
Lithlow,
way.
no, Lithlow, that's playing Dumbledore. You know, he said that he was going to walk away from the role because of Rowling and her views. And he said, because now every time I do an interview, I will be connected to that woman. Because there are people are going to ask him about, of course, you're playing Dumbledore, an iconic character. J.K. Rowling. And then he's got to give that answer why he doesn't support her. But he said he almost walked away.
80 years old, John Lithgow. I took it because I'm not gonna get much roles this big at 80. Hey, if that sounded anything, I don't mean that in a way that is. Never mind. Maybe you guys weren't even thinking that. I'm just all love to John Lithgow, all love, long life, all that good stuff. That's all I meant. That's all I did. Somebody told me that I do that too much when we talk about old people and I bring up life and death and stuff. I do. I'm sorry.
We have one more, I think.
Whose account was this?
Was what?
One more what? One more from Punisher?
No, one more topic.
Right. I think we actually had one more thing to talk on DC. You sent this, and it says, "Oh, we actually kind of covered it. The DC Studios Jimmy Olsen series will be a crime mystery comedy," confirms the co-showrunner Dan Perrault. Well, yeah, when the small budget is there, jokes don't have to have a high budget. So give me some comedy, crime and mystery. That is all within the budget of what this show should be. So associate this as much as possible with Luthor and Clark Kent Superman and have a cameo or two. Wake up, Darius. This is going to be fun.
Shit, I'm sorry. Man.
HBO Max.
Sorry. Fell asleep.
Let's go to a galaxy far, far away. Long time ago. We're cutting to a Star Wars Meg video? No, Star Wars Holocrons. Star Wars Holocron says,
hello, dear friends.
The sequels are no more polarizing than the prequels were when they came out, says BB-8 actor and puppeteer Brian Herring. Liar.
Liar.
The sequels are no more polarizing? What? No, they're polarizing, man. It's because I can point at Kennedy saying 3 different directors will direct all 3 movies in this trilogy. There was no plan. I heard J.J. Abrams say that one time. They asked if you could do something differently this time around, what would you do? Well, definitely it would be better if we started off with a plan. He said that. Shut up. There's no. The prequel trilogy was well thought out. They knew where they were going because the original trilogy happened, and it was structured. Now, you may say you didn't like it, the acting, the voice of Anakin. You could say all that you want. CGI was too heavy. I understand your complaints. I respect everybody for their criticisms. It is not the same as what happened here. 2 directors fighting each other with their movies.
And hold on, I want to read a little bit what he said. He said, all the people who are upset about the sequels are too young to remember how upset the people were in the original ones that came out, or when they came out, were expected. Original ones came out were except they now have the internet. If the internet had been around to the extent it was around when the prequels came out, you would have seen the exact same thing, or exact same stuff play out today. I disagree. I was going into the 6th grade whenever Revenge of the Sith came out. I remember the discourse around the prequels, and the discourse around the prequels is not the discourse around the sequels. The sequels are massively hated. Don't get me wrong. The prequels have some hate from a lot of different people, you know, like some of the things you mentioned. But a lot of people since the sequels, you can use Star Wars Celebration as the main example, have either let go of their grievances with the prequels or have come to their senses that the prequels were really not that bad. And the reason I say you can use Star Wars Celebration as an example is because everyone was calling Hayden Christensen, the bullying that he received from Star Wars is massively a lot of the reason why he kind of stopped acting.
Oh, sure. And Jake Lloyd.
Yeah, and Jake Lloyd. But now all of a sudden it's as if the Star Wars fandom just doesn't remember that you bullied this man out of acting. And to now the cheers he received, that's why he cried. That's why he was crying at Star Wars Celebration. He was shedded tears on the stage when everybody started screaming, clapping when he came out there, because he's like, shit, I didn't even know I was this loved by the Star Wars community. I thought I was hated by the Star Wars community. So I remember the hate. We all remember the hate and things like that. And that hate is nothing like the sequel hate. Nothing like the sequel hate. That the sequel hate is prevalent. And he said it's been 10. He says he thinks in 10 years. Newsflash, bud, it's been 10 years, and people still hate the sequels. So when it's 20 years, people are still going to hate the sequels. So maybe he might want to revisit this conversation in 20 years to see if it held up. I doubt it. But, it's been 10 years, and here you are saying that, and it doesn't hold up. Like, it just wasn't. Yes, I'm at best as well, like D. Stizzle said. Jar Jar. Yeah, I don't. It's different. It's different, man. It's different. It is different. The prequels the sequels ultimately killed this.
Another thing that's different is the prequels were over. Like, they actually did end. Did this end? Like, you and me have been talking about for years, Rey may come back. And that threat that's still alive of them resurrecting. Okay, Bob Iger's out. He really liked Rey, right? We know that he's out. Kennedy's out. We know that. But we heard Dave Filoni say something nice about Rey one time. So if she's going to resurface back into our fiction, we didn't have that with the prequels and everyone who hated the prequels. Like, oh, what's going to happen? Is Yoda going to come back? Or is no, you didn't really have that problem over there. This is different. This is a different hate. Very different hate. Who said this? Brian Herring, the BB-8 actor. Yeah, you're going to say that.
Yeah, he's going to say that.
Brian, I hope you continue having a job, because BB-8 was puppeteered really cool. Loved what you were able to do, Brian Herring. I hope they keep you on the team. But no.
Yeah, BB-8. I mean, there's always a cool droid. And BB-8 was a cool droid. Yeah, the mall show is like Lawrence said, got the mall show from the prequels, got Clone Wars from the prequels, got Mando from the prequels and the original series. But yeah, all those good things.
At the ending, he says, I think Battlestar Galactica said it best. This has all happened before. It will all happen again. Okay. This hasn't happened before, actually. Like, the roots of this hate. It's like you see a fire, right? But one is an electrical fire, one is a grease fire. One, like, there's different types of fire, and I don't want to categorize them all the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, Madonna also said there's nothing new under the sun. So a lot of people have said that before. So I don't. It's if he means that Star Wars is going to continue to be made, and you're going to still have people that are going to like it and dislike it, then yeah. But if you're talking about the visceral effect or the visceral effect that the sequel trilogy had on people, no.
Did you see the Alan Richardson video?
Alan who?
Alan
Oh.
Richardson. Sorry, the
Oh,
really
where
bulky guy.
he hit his neighbor.
Yeah.
So I saw the headlines. I didn't watch the video. Is he on the motorcycle, or is his neighbor on the motorcycle?
We'll see here. Yeah, it's his motorcycle, and his neighbor got in the way. And I don't want to show the fight.
Hold on, I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
I know, but like it's fighting, and YouTube wouldn't allow that.
Oh, they don't allow that.
Like, I mean, we'd get problems. I don't want problems. Well, you got something to do when after the stream is done. How much more things do we have to talk about today? We're almost there. Go home and watch your Alan Richardson fighting his neighbor video.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's a
Alan
couple angles.
Richardson. Okay, so he's on his motorcycle.
Zoom, zoom.
Okay, so he's upset that there's kids around when you're coming through here like a lunatic. Ah. Okay, so when does he hit, dude? Let me see.
There's another angle though that's not on his like chest. There's an angle of someone else who just filmed it.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
Neighbor was in the wrong.
I agree.
Yeah, I saw it. You can't be loud outside in the daytime. What? Because the kids, you're disturbing the kids. What? What's up, Pam Entertainment TV?
Who are these kids on the motorcycle watching? Are these Alan's kids? I don't know. He just beat this dude's ass in front of these kids, though. Oh, then got off the motorcycle again. Hold on, let me see. They're still arguing. Back on the motorcycle. Dude's across the street. Now Alan Richardson is leaving. Nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, neighbors definitely in the wrong.
That was now, right? Like this happened just a couple days ago. It's not the video release now. This just happened. So wherever it is in the world, it's somewhere south enough where the grass is green and they get to wear t-shirts.
Hey, Pam. Yeah. Yeah, neighbors in the wrong. Neighbors in the wrong. First of all, who are you to be stepping in front of somebody's motorcycle like that and trying to police? Now, I guess on one hand, I can understand if this neighbor have small children that are out there or whatever. Was he really going that fast? I don't know. All I know is this is what happens when you don't mind your own business. This is what happens when you try to police and be above your station. Had he stayed in his station, he wouldn't have got hit. Had he not swerved into Alan Richardson's lane, he wouldn't have got hit. That's why that saying is stay in your lane. He should have called the cops if he felt that it was that big of a deal. He said that there's a dude riding his motorcycle in here through here fast, blah, 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 blah. Could have sent him right to the police, right to his house, filed the complaint that way anonymously. Instead, you walked away with your ass beat in front of some kids because you didn't stay in your lane.
And it's on the internet.
Yeah. Now, granted, Alan Richardson's going to have the negative effect of that because you just can't hit people. But again, people need to stay in their lanes.
He's taking this to court. You think a guy who wouldn't like try to police his neighborhood isn't also going to say it was emotional stress and it hurt me more than physically and I need $10 million. Sometimes it works.
I'm going to be honest with you. Let a celebrity hit me.
Yeah.
Huh, brother. Oh, the Oscar. The Oscar I'd get. I'd be like, oh man, I go in that courtroom, Your Honor. I've been pissing myself for the past weeks, afraid of every sound. I pee a little bit, wake up crying, having nightmares. If we have a video, Your Honor, right here, we can show you me waking up with night terrors because of this event. I am scarred for life because of this. I feel sufficiently at least 500 mil.
He's supposed to play Batman, and he treated me like I was in Gotham.
Yeah, look at him, Your Honor. I'm 160 pounds. This dude is a good 280.
You know they'll bring up the role. Amber Heard did that. I think she brought up Edward Scissorhands when she was trying to say, "Oh, he hurt. Yeah, he hurt me." Type shit. Yeah, if you play a superhero, I was beat up by Superman. They will use that against you. If Michael B. Jordan's ever in trouble, you can believe Killmonger. You know, like people are gonna say that.
Stamina said, even if I started it, you can't touch me. That's why I've learned that. I don't think I ever told you guys. I think I've told Chill. I don't know if I've ever told the chat, but I've told Chill. I had a lesson in 2021. Not that I went up there for that reason. I'm not going to go into the story, but not that I went up there for that reason. But I learned, even if they hit you first, I guess you can't hit back. I don't know. I guess you cannot. If they file the charges first. I guess it's all on who files charges first. But I guess you cannot hit back. I learned that lesson. Crazy lesson. And I was so perplexed. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't defend myself? What? So, hey, hands to yourself. Don't hit nobody. Take it to the courts.
You need to go to a stand your ground state. That's what you need.
Hey, I am in a stand your ground state. I guess they thought I was too black to be standing my ground.
Oh, well, no, maybe you just should have shot him. I was gonna say you should just shot him. That's when we can implement that one.
Yeah.
I can take him. I'm a good 220. He played Hawk in Titans, a character that has notorious anger issues. Oh yeah, you know what? Just like Hawk, I think he was in character, but I don't care. I am not a superhero villain, and you treated this neighborhood like Gotham.
Arthur said, I'll hit you, but I don't think you'll get money for it. Yeah, I need people to hit me that got money. Hit me if you got money.
The final order cutoff for the new cover of Static's Dakota incident, that's on March 30th. Go to your shops. If you're in Bridgeport, go to Rogue Comics and ask them, can I get this book ordered? And they'll make sure that they order enough for April 22. March 30th. Have you done it yet? Anyone? Let me know. This is a big deal. We got to stop celebrating. The comic sold out. Little orders. Like we had a terrible order for this book for the first printing. Let's make sure the second printing is huge. I'm getting both covers. Can you get hit, then be owed the money, Darius? That's what he wants. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
I did see Eugene. I did see him uppercut him when he was on the ground. He said, "Stay down." He was even talking like he was Batman. Stay down. Oh shit. Is he gonna be blacklisted?
No, for that, no.
No.
That's like Will Smith doing it at the Oscars. That was something. To Chris Rock, like that's the thing. Not this.
What season is he on of The Reacher? They'll probably reenact this scene.
Yeah, just like Will Smith had that in Bad Boys 4. There's a scene where he slaps a dude. I put 2 orders in. That's what I'm talking about, Cam.
I've still not seen Bad Boys 4.
Johnny says, I ordered 4 copies, 2 of each, A cover and B cover. You did the right thing. And they can't limit you or anything because you did it before the FOC. What is the shop going to say? Oh, we only need this many for customers. No, thank you for telling us beforehand. We've got them reserved for you, Johnny. Yeah, salute to you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening to the call. Maybe you guys were going to do it already, but thank you anyways, because it feels like sometimes I'm doing all these little shorts and videos and trying to get attention and no one's really receiving it well. But I hope for a successful second printing. You got to watch Bad Boys 4. It's actually really good.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet. I need to. I might watch it tonight while I work.
MAGA will back him. They love that type of stuff. Yeah, then they give GoFundMe's and I want to
MAGA,
do a
MAGA, 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 MAGA.
Darius, can we just like for fun, right? For fun, just for fun. We do a situation where a white guy comes, beats you up, it's on camera, and then you go, I'm a victim, this is racial motivation, this and that. And then the white guy goes, pay for my legal fees, MAGA, help out. And they donate $1 million. Could you do that? Just find like a friend who no one would suspect is your friend to do that. And then
You
with
know
all the
what's
money,
funny? People have already done that. Not to that not like something like that. Not people have done something like that already and bamboozled MAGA. As far as like this, a black guy will say, a black person will say they've been unjustly fired from their job for supporting MAGA and things like that. And I have a GoFundMe, and they've gotten the money on the GoFundMe, then got back online and said, I don't support MAGA. I just da 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 da. I mean, once your money's already gone, what can you do? Can you sue that person?
yeah, probably could. Because we gave you this money under false pretenses. You probably shouldn't say that. You should probably
just take your money and not come back on and say, psych. I wouldn't have done the psych. I'd have just disappeared. Hey, you gave me your MAGA money. Appreciate it. You know who needs that MAGA money right now? Miss Nikki Onika Mirage. She needs that MAGA money right now. She is being sued for concert fees that she did not pay. Is that bitch that broke? Is she that broke? I know she lost the house, but is she that broke to where she can't pay for concert venues?
Rappers don't make as much as basketball players. I know that. I heard that recently, and that's why I'm not surprised. Like they're just as famous, but they don't have money.
Poor Onika. She better call those MAGA friends. Those same folks that,
Erica
only ever played bees in the trap, because that's all they know. So she better call them.
Nikki slander. Oh, how the table have turned.
Oh no, those tables turned a long time ago.
No, it was not that long ago. You were like, who's my top 5? Oh, Nikki. That was you.
Okay, when I say the tables have turned a long time ago, why do I always have to repeat stuff? I stopped being a Nikki fanatic a long time ago. Nikki changed. I think I've said this even when I've been asked about my Nikki fandom on Pantheon. Nikki changed a long time ago. Long time ago. She's not the same Nikki that I fell in love with when I first found Nikki. She changed a lot. She went very industry. Her opinions on certain things, I kind of was like, okay, okay, I'll let it slide, but all right. Marrying the pedo, I was like, oof, ain't got shit to do with the music, so I'm gonna let it slide. I'm not sleeping with the brother. All right. But now the support of MAGA, the show she put on at the Turning Point USA deal, the show she put on at the White House, whatever deal she was, and she, when she said that she stopped the album, canceling my album because whatever her reason was, it was some reason about support or something like that, or people until you appreciate it or something. Bitch, you canceled that album because it was supposed to come out this month. You canceled it because had you put that thing out, it would have flopped. It would have been terrible because you have so many people that are against you right now. Yeah, you might still have your weirdo barbs that are still in there, which your weird barbs that are part of the LGBTQ community that are still supporting you. Meanwhile, you don't support them worth a damn. Those weirdo people might still be supporting you, some of them, but she lost a huge following. That's why she canceled that album. So yeah, no, I don't like Nikki.
You can separate the music now, or like she's out of your top 5 now.
No, Nikki's. Don't give me. I mean, I said this the other day too, not on here, but I was talking to somebody else about this. It's undeniable for me, I have to give credit where it's due. It's undeniable that Nicki is still was at one point in time one of the best female rappers, if not still the best female rapper. However, all of that legacy that you would have left has been tarnished with this entire 360 you've done politically. You took years and years and years that you put into this game, that you put into hip hop, that you put into various different communities, whether it be the Black community. And remember when Nicki first came out, she was, oh, I'm bisexual. I sign all the Barb's titties and all that type of shit. Now it's, I don't like, just be you. So no, Nicki's changed a lot, and her entire legacy, I think she's threw down the drain. I mean, I think obviously when we talk about it years from now, when we talk about greatest female rappers, unless you are just strictly a hater and you cannot give credit where it's due, you won't mention her. I can't do that. I will still, 20 years from now, I'll still mention her. She's still one of the greatest rappers of all time.
She gets mentioned. Who else is in the top 5? People like to say Lauryn Hill, but I haven't heard.
I don't consider Lauryn Hill in the top 5 female rappers like that.
Nicki, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B. That's easy. Maybe Doechii. I don't listen to enough Rhapsody, but maybe she'd make the list.
I mean,
Remy Ma.
I'm thinking older. If I'm thinking top, I mean Nicki, because none of these newer. Meg's not in the same lane as Nicki. As much as it is Team Cardi for me now, I love Cardi. I still liked Cardi even when it was her versus Nicki. I was on Nicki's side. Still Team Cardi though. Still liked Cardi. I don't even say Cardi is on the level when it comes to, if we pick up a mic lyric for lyric, that Nicki is on.
Missy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Kim, I'd put Kim up there. Yeah, definitely Kim. I'd put Kim up there.
Does she write her own music?
Kim?
Yeah.
Back in the day? Yeah.
She did.
Yeah,
Trina,
Kim was that girl.
Queen Latifah.
Trina, I'd put Trina in there. So that's 3. Kim, Trina, Nicki.
Nobody knew.
I don't know if those new ones like that, just really lyrically.
Glorilla. Not lyrically, but fun to listen to.
Yeah, it's maybe fun to listen to.
Isn't that what you want in music? You want to have fun?
I don't know. I'd have to think more on that, but Nicki's still. I just don't like her. I don't like her. I wouldn't. I don't like her. I want the album to fail.
What's wrong
I like
with
Missy.
I don't know. We're not saying nothing's wrong with Missy. We're good with Missy. Missy's cool.
Yeah, I like Missy.
A great pick.
Indeed. What else? Is that it?
Do you want to stay on for another 10 minutes for just a fun thing? Or I can do this another time. It depends. If you got to go, you got to go. You got to stay. What do you want?
What is it that you're doing?
Something fun, like little questions, little random questions.
Let the dogs out for me. Sure.
Okay, on the YouTube channel for Avatar Legends, on the community post, on the community tab, they often ask us questions and they're fun little quizzes. Sometimes I get the answer right. Sometimes I'm in the minority of the answers also. I'm going to play some of these and you let me know what you think. 8 hours ago, they asked the question, who got along best with Appa? Katara, Toph, Sokka, or Zuko? Wow, that's so weird. I don't actually read their names, so it feels wrong to say it. Who got along with Appa?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me. It wasn't Toph, because she was always in the sky. I can't see anything. I don't remember Sokka or Zuko having much of a relationship with Appa. This is like a no one. No one is the winner here.
If we had to choose out of them, I would say Katara or Zuko. The reason I say Zuko is because Zuko had that whole during his redemption arc where Appa was captured and he was one of the ones I think he freed Appa. And Appa remembered that and gave him all types of kisses and stuff when he saw Zuko again. When Zuko came up to them and was like, "Hey, it's me, Zuko."
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it is Zuko. No, majority say Sokka. I mean, this is an opinion, but still.
Sokka, really interesting. Sokka.
We were last. We got 7%.
Sokka?
What was the hardest element for Aang to learn? Earth, fire, water, or air?
Fire.
Not air.
Fire.
Earth.
I thought
Because it
fire
would be
was
extremely opposite than it was for air.
I thought it was fire.
Fire, 26%. Earth was 70%.
Oh no.
Who
Losing.
never appeared in the Legend of Korra? Was it Iroh, Zuko? Zuko was in it. Sokka was dead, or Zhao? I think Zhao had a appearance in the spirit world. I think, maybe.
Sokka was dead. The fuck?
In Legend of Korra, who never appeared? Sokka, no, he was in the flashback with your boy, the waterbender who can bloodbend.
Amma?
Yeah, Sokka was in it.
Congratulations, Katara. You're a bloodbender.
Pick your vote. Hey, chat, help us out. Who never appeared in the Legend of Korra? Sokka died. Exactly. It's got to be Sokka.
So Sokka.
But like the flashback scene though, does it count flashbacks?
Is Iroh still alive in the Legend of Korra?
Yeah, in the spirit world, we got to actually see Iroh.
Why are all these people in the spirit world?
I'll go Sokka. I don't know. These people never watched. Okay, Sokka it is. We won 68%. We got the majority of the votes. Who was the winner of the not as much of a jerk as he could have been award? I think that's something Toph said, right? She said it to Zuko.
Maybe. I don't know. I would say Zuko.
Zuko, yes. We got that one. I don't even remember the scene, but if someone was a jerk, it would be Zuko. Who grew more on their avatar journey, Korra or Aang? Aang.
Judging from what people talk about when it comes to Legend of Korra, I'd say Korra.
Chat, who we voting for, Korra or Aang? What do people say for Korra that she grew? Aang saved the freaking Fire Nation was attacking, and then all that, and he made friends with Zuko. And
everybody's like, "Oh, she went through so much. She lost her bending. She had to learn how to bend again. She did this. She did that." So I'd bet it's Korra.
Lawrence is the first one to respond with Aang.
I don't know that that'd be my vote, but I'd bet it's Korra.
Yeah, he was younger too, bro. Andre says Aang also. Now, when I click on Aang, it's not the correct answer. It's just opinions. And yeah, 71% of the fan base go with Aang. As you could expect.
I wasn't expecting them to go with Aang, honestly. The way people talk about Korra, they talk about if that bitch was just troubled.
Who did Michaela Jill Murphy voice? You know who that is?
I don't. I'm gonna go with the Meg girl.
Oh, her. I know her. You don't know who?
Oh, well, it says Toph, so I'd go with Toph.
Yeah, it's Toph. It says Toph right there. Yeah, but I knew that answer. I just needed to look at the actress. She actually like puts on this Toph like hair things on her head all the time. What? Whoa, wait. She voiced all of these. I didn't even see the whole. It was a trick question. She did Mang and Sue also. I didn't even see all of these options. I just saw Toph and I was like, that's Toph.
The little girl that was in love with Aang.
Next
Aang wasn't
question:
thinking
who
about
do you think was the most skilled at parenting, Aang or Katara?
Katara.
How early did Aang die? It's got to be Katara. 91%. When did you start watching Avatar? Ooh, that's a good question. I know my answer, and your answer is live as it aired, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why the hell would 6% of people say I still haven't seen it? Then how does this channel show up on your YouTube? That's crazy. But how
Maybe they've
about
only
that?
watched Korra.
Oh, you're right. You know what? You're right.
Yeah, live. Like I said, I'll never forget the finale. I was on the phone the entire time with one of my best friends, and we were watching it.
For 27% of people to say on streaming, and I'll take this number as valid because it has 500,000 votes. That is such a huge audience of electorate to vote for this. That makes me think of how the power of streaming. A show that ended in '08 can still be streamed and still be alive. 27% of the people were not there for it, but were watching on streaming. That's just a mental note I'm going to take when I think about these things. I'm also going to think about how it's not a majority. Like, streaming is still only half of how many people actually watch something live as it aired. So if anyone would ever tell me something like, there's more fans now of Avatar than there was when it was on TV, I'll look at this poll and I can say, no, it's about half as many people who are Avatar fans are the new fans who came after the show.
Well, and not to yes, you're correct. I agree with you.
It's right there.
And not to shift it back or take the conversation away from Avatar. We can go right back to that. But when it's white, it is right, ladies and gentlemen. Never forget that. Alan Ritson will not face criminal charges after getting into an altercation with his neighbor. Brentwood Police Captain Stephen Pepin stated after reviewing available evidence, including video footage and witness statements, authorities determined there is no criminal activity here.
California? What state is this?
I have no idea. It doesn't matter. He's white, so it was right.
He was right because he was right also, but sure.
He was right because he was right also, but he was right in our opinions. Law, you cannot strike someone.
Yeah.
Regardless, you cannot. I've learned that you cannot strike someone, regardless of how you feel, regardless how they made you feel. If you felt threatened or whatever, if there is a better situation, you can walk away, which he could have done.
Yeah, he could have walked away. He could have steered the opposite direction. He wasn't like being attacked.
Yeah, no. So he's let's not remind you, Jonathan Majors ran away. With all the video evidence, he ran away. They got video evidence. This man saying, "Stay down." It still said no criminal activity here. Oh shit, that's funny. But good for him. I'm glad he's not in trouble.
Majors had the witness, the driver saying it was all her. Majors had her herself say, I went to his phone and I grabbed it, then I slapped him and I hit him and all that stuff. He had photos. He had photos. Anyways, Avatar Legends asks, who do you think was the biggest one that got away? Jin, Yue, Jet, or Meng? That's Yue. Who is even Jin? Yue, the moon spirit.
What's the question? Who do you think was the biggest one that got away? Oh, Yue.
Easy.
Kenny, am I covering Daredevil? Man, you know what? I might give that first episode a good old college try. I'm just sitting here thinking about it since it is tonight. I might give it the college try. If it does not pique my interest, then no.
Can you watch it with Q?
No. Q probably has zero idea what's going on in the MCU.
Let's ask another one. Oh, but wait, actually, by the way, who is Jin? I was wondering, do you remember who Jin is?
No, I don't remember who Jin is.
Damn.
I can't do a live watch. You guys know I clean buildings. I have to go clean gotta go clean. I don't want to go clean, but you know what would be great? We need to get some more subscribers and viewers in here for Chill and I, so this can be what we do. So I don't gotta go clean.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being here right now. But we need more of you. So like and share.
More.
More power. When did we first see Ozai's face? Book 1, Book 2, Book 3.
Cornelius, that's not true. Y'all know what I do. I share. That's Chill. Y'all don't know what Chill do. All y'all know is that Chill streams.
You know what I do.
I know what you do. They don't know what you do. Yes, I know what you do.
Those who matter, who ask, get to know. And it took a long time. It's not just something I tell people. Hey, by the way, now that we're off stream, this is my daily life. Got to work up to it. Avatar. When did we first see Ozai's face? There was an Agni Kai flashback episode where Ozai fought his son. So that has to be book 1, right? They didn't
see his face in the Agni Kai though.
What?
They didn't show his face.
Okay, well they did in the Netflix version, live action version.
I want to say it might be book 3. Maybe book 2. I'm trying to remember, man. The first time we saw his face, was it in the flashback with Ozai or with Roku?
No, Roku was born way before.
That's right. That's because it was Sozin. It was his friend. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So, yeah, book 3 maybe. Book 3.
It might be book 3.
I'm not gonna listen to the Netflix Avatar. Nah,
it is book 3.
Okay.
I was gonna say because they don't show that man's face.
What is your element? Water, earth, fire, air. Water.
Oh, if I could be a bender, man, fire.
Air is cool because you don't need anything. You can just whip out some air and just do it.
I might go with fire or air, one of those.
Because you need to have earth to earth bend. You need to have water around to water bend. Water's cool because it can go solid with the ice mode, right? That's cool. And you can blood bend too. I got water. You got which one did you say?
Blood bending might have shifted me to water.
Well,
the fact that you can control someone and make them do what you want them to do. Yeah.
You just gotta carry a backpack with water in it. Water. Most people say actually, you know what? This isn't that majority though. This is their 37%. This is good that the fans can concede themselves in all the different elements. That's solid. Oh, who was the first character to say a line on screen? Katara or Sokka? Oh, I don't know.
Katara.
There, we got it. Who is the least forgiving? Aang, Katara, Sokka, or Toph? Oh, Katara forgave the guy who killed her mom. Aang easily is the most forgiving here. So it's either Sokka or Toph.
Sure.
Oh, people got Katara. It's because of the picture they use. That's why she looks unforgiving here. Which is the ocean spirit, Tue or La? I think the black one is La.
I think so.
That's not even a fun question. Who would you become a bloodbender? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm glad 78% of the community is with me. Who did Aang know the least?
Suki or Iroh.
Okay, how about this? After the show happens, the show's finished, does he chill with Suki a little bit longer and get to know her? Or does Zuko tell stories about my Uncle Iroh?
Maybe. But I would say probably Iroh out of the two. He sees Iroh more, so maybe Suki.
I'm with Suki. Hey, we were with the 53%. And no one voted for like Zuko and Toph. Who would be the best at improv comedy, Sokka or Bolin?
Sokka.
God, who's smarter?
Sokka. Sokka was intelligent as shit.
Shit, 94%.
Sokka figured out a lot of stuff.
Okay. He could improvise. Yeah. Best team nickname: the Boomerang Squad, the Ang Gang, the Fearsome
Ang Gang.
Foursome, Team Avatar.
Ang Gang.
I like Team Avatar. You like, but you've said Ang Gang lots of times here on stream. Yeah, most people like Team Avatar.
I like the Yang Gang.
That wasn't even second place. The Boomerang Squad did better than the Ang Gang.
Dang.
Who is the least redeemable? Azula, Unilock, Zahir was fucked, but nothing beats Azula.
Me, I'd go with Azula. She did some pretty messed up things.
Yeah, big time. Who was the most underrated? Opal? Who was Opal? Was she an earthbender or was she an
I don't know.
airbender?
I don't know any of these people.
The most underrated was Kai, Prince Wu, General Iroh. I'm gonna go with General Iroh. Yeah, kind of one. Which was your favorite? Chibi Shorts, Escape from the Spirit World, Republic City Hustle, or the unaired pilot? Neither.
There's an unaired pilot.
Something to do today. Who was the brains of the operation? Varric or Zhu Li? It was Varric. Damn, people said Zhu Li.
Zhu Li.
Yeah, his he loved her at the ending. They were romantic, but she worked for him in Korra, which you only saw one time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a fan.
Which Ember Island player was your favorite? Katara, Sokka, Aang, or Toph? It was Aang because he played by a girl. Toph? Hey, Toph wins big time. Who'd win 1v1? Avatar 1 or Avatar Yang Chen? I think Yang Chen because she's had more time. She had mentorship from the other avatars, all that.
She looks cooler. She's also the one, I believe, at the beginning of that's doing the whole grass thing where all the air is going against the grass and the trees. I think that's her. Maybe not, though.
You can only pick one. Naga or Appa?
Appa. Appa flies.
Who's the most obsessed with Aang? Is it Meng? Is it Zuko?
Zuko.
I have to restore my honor. Who would be the most fun at a party? Asami? She got a lot of fun at a party. Korra, Mako, or Bolin? Mako. Mako's the cool guy. Come on. Asami's been sorry to talk over you. Asami has been in many parties. She's got the rich dad with the car, the automobile company. Like Asami or Mako because the ladies love him. It's not Bolin and it's not Korra. The most fun at the party is, let me go Asami.
Oh, so I was reading what Andre said. The dude hit Alan first. Trying to see a different angle. I see the angle from the window where he's got dude on the ground and he's hitting him. The only other angle is from his motorcycle, his angle. But they said he hit him first, so I don't know. I didn't see it.
Well, thank you for the super. I'm trying to find the Avatar one. Alan Richardson was pushed first by that guy. Got it.
Was he? Oh, this is the angle. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh, he said, you're lucky I don't fucking knock you out, bro.
Alan Richardson, big bulky dude.
But see, they cut. They whoever this is cut to the part where he's hitting him, not where he hits dude first. So I don't know. But hey, if y'all say he hit him first, he hit him first. Maybe that's what Captain Pepin saw too when he looked at the footage and said, "No crime here. Everybody go about your day." Oh man. Jonathan somewhere is sitting with Ben Shapiro watching this.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey man, I ran away. Now I'm sitting here with Ben for running."
I would not take a photo with Ben Shapiro. I would say, no, I'm only here to work as an actor. No, sir.
No, that's what this thing is saying. This thing is saying neighbor Ronnie Taylor allegedly initiated physical contact by aggressively stopping. Oh, okay. By aggressively stopping Ritson's motorcycle, causing him to crash. Oh. So that's the part we don't see, not the initial stop where he steps in front of the motorcycle. It's when you see the motorcycle go to the ground. That I guess he pushed him off the motorcycle. That's why Ritson turned around and.
Yeah.
Well then, that's why Officer Pepin said no crime here, because he did hit him first, so there is no crime there. Now there's a crime on the other dude's part. Did they take other dude to jail? Because he still, from my understanding, this is just from my understanding. Even if now maybe if I guess maybe Alan Richardson would have to want to press charges on dude for hitting him, but I thought even if you hit him, if you initiated it and he hit you back or whatever, even if you initiate and he hit you back, so the initiator goes to jail or ticketed or something. I thought that's what it was. But maybe not. Maybe it's different wherever you are. All I know is you can't hit folks.
Unless you're Ray J, and then you make a song about it.
Now, I think that's the way it should be. Go back to knocking folks out, and some things would be a little different, but you can't hit anybody. It's not the way to solve your problems, they say.
It's nice when you're younger, though. It's nice when you're younger and somebody puts you in your place and it keeps you from ever doing something like that again. Will save you in the long run for some of the more bigger mistakes we could be making with our hands. Yeah.
So anyway, that's what it was. He's you were right. Dude hit him first. He's not going nowhere.
I hit it first. Chillmonger out. Thanks for coming to the stream. Go pick up the Static comic book Dakota Incident with the cover. Do like everyone else said they were doing. Get both covers. Get multiple. I'm going to many shops telling them to get this book. And we got to make sure that it doesn't sell out on Wednesday. We got to make sure there's enough supply. What's your message, Darius? Give your message. Keep your hands to yourself. What is it?
I have no message. We're here tomorrow. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and bring. That's everybody's challenge tomorrow. That's a challenge. Bring 3 people. You know how if you refer people, sometimes like I don't know if you have like eating apps. If you refer people to certain eating apps or something like that, you can get discounted or something like that. We need to come up with a prize. If you refer 5 people to the stream,
you get a stream link, and you can say something. Can you imagine that? Who was it right now? Battery, was it? Battery gets a link, and Battery gets to spew off whatever he wants to say. Battery.
For 5 minutes, you get the stream is yours for 5 minutes.
No, you're not getting 5 minutes.
A minute a person. A minute a person. A minute a person. You got 5 minutes. I can't wait
for you guys to talk about Warhammer. How come no one ever brings it up? You guys, my favorite franchise. Thank you for your minute. Now on to Avatar.
Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Bring some people with you guys so we can get these streams higher in viewership and have more people in here for more parties and all that type of stuff. Like I said, there's things we want to do. We're trying to figure out how to do certain things. Like we've talked about some things to be more engaging with you guys behind the scenes, but it's just trying to figure out how to incorporate them into the stream. So, but yeah, tell some people. Come on back. We're here tomorrow. Then we're live on Thursday with our good buddy Marcus over at Back of the Bus. And then Chill and I are also going to be live on Friday. So yeah, come on through, everybody. Come on through.
Yes, we will be here each day of the week, all 5 days of them. We're not taking a day off. No excuses. We're going to make it each time. And then we'll be regulars. So tell friends.
Yeah, make sure you tell them. Make sure you tell them. Now, something I am going to do watch parties for, not so much watch parties, I'm going to do reactions. And I'm going to post those reactions is Maul. I already know that's going to slap me across the face. So I know my reactions to it are going to be great as far as like, and then my commentary will probably hit it too. So Maul Shadow Lords, I'm doing that. Invincible. Does that come out today? Or is that Thursday? It's not Tuesdays. It's Thursdays, I think.
Yeah,
Thursdays.
Daredevil's tonight.
Forgot that quick. So yeah, but that's all I've got. That's all Chill's got. So like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl.
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
Pal and a confidant.
This is my part right here. Ooh, if I did everything, the biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah. Hallelujah.